live, baby.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Hit Podcast.
My name's Andre.
My name's...
That's a blooper. You guys wanted one? You guys got one. All right. Anyways, let's start this all over.
Man, welcome to the High and Power Podcast, man. My name is Eric.
I'm Andre.
I'm Richie.
Man, and I just want to start off just by saying thank you for all the support that we've been getting from the first episode. So much love, so much DMs, so much personal messages, so much personal calls, man, of people telling us of the movement, you know what I mean, of what we're working towards and what we want to achieve, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I just want to say thank you to guys. You guys showed so much love, and like Eric said, we got so much messages of everyone just talking about how we need more people to talk about things like this and connect us and just spread positivity in this world, man, because we need that now, and things are looking good, and I love the love we're getting, man.
Man, I could start like simply saying that we had an expectation for something. No, we knew we had people by our side. We knew we had people that truly were going to be there for us, support us. But what happened this week
Truly blew our minds, bro.
It really blew our minds.
Crazy, bro.
I got calls from people straight up saying, Rich, man, just seeing you guys take the first step already made me want to take a first step in my life and change things around. You got a call of someone crying straight up saying how happy they were in the scene where we were and how they want to also take that next move to do something different. I mean, dude, it was videos. We got testimonial videos of people saying how amazing their experience was watching us and what they expect from us. And
it's crazy, dude. It's basically like what you put out in this world is what you receive.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? We also got hate as well, you know what I mean? And it's okay, bro. We know who they are. We see them, and we understand that, you know, their insecurities make them feel some type of way, but it's okay. You know, we still love them, and we're still here for them. Yeah. And we hope that throughout the journey, they will understand us more, and they will change their perspective and their mindset. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, and they'll join our family because we need people to understand that we're here to spread love, man. And hey, even though like people say like, oh, I love haters, this and that, but we're not here to do that, man. We're here to spread positivity and just make things happen for everyone.
Yo, and speaking about family, bro, the Power family is going crazy,
the Power
bro.
family right now, man, going crazy. I want to throw a quick shout out here for a few people that are already logged in from the get-go straight here onto the chat. We have Gabe Mendez again, bro, your brother, bro. Always here for us. Lena, thanks for joining. John Thornton, my father-in-law, is in the chat. Yeah. Julia, we have Luana, Vinicius, Valji. Who else do we have here? Let's go, Vinicius Colin. Vinny, thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Man. DJ, Joey, man, appreciate you logging on. And guys, it's just the beginning. We have so much more coming.
So much more coming in, man. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna stop saying of how much love we receive.
So grateful, bro. So grateful.
You know what I mean, dude? And we're so grateful, bro. And thank God for all these opportunities, man. Because honestly, like, this motivates us and inspires us to do even more and to push even more, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
thank you, guys. Thank you,
man. And
I want to talk about something that happened this week real quick. Because Eric, a big thing that you talked about last episode was you mentioned be okay with being comfortable when you're uncomfortable. Yeah. Right? And I want to talk about what happened this week about us making videos and making stories.
Oh, yeah.
And the experience that me and Dedet had with you. I literally got emotional when it happened, man. For real. What you did. And you didn't even know I was going to bring this up right now, but I want to bring this up because it comes to show that we're living what we're saying. We're not just sitting here to try to look pretty and just say what everyone wants to hear. You know, we're here to truly grow every day. We're here to truly live what we're saying, and also to hold each other accountable to what we're saying in this podcast too. And this week, me and Andre, we were posting stories to kind of interact. I put the question there, the question box that said, what are some challenges that you guys deal with on your daily routine? And we got some awesome, thank you everyone that sent in a question. I really appreciate it. And dude, Andre, we made a deal that each one of us was going to go and answer one of those questions. Yep. I posted the first one. Andre calls you, goes, bro, this is awesome. Let's go. I'm going to post one right now. And we posted another one. Then there was another question that had to do with time management. And the moment I saw that question, I was like, dude, I mentioned how Eric is so good at time management, waking up early, going to the gym, going to work, and still finding time for family, still finding time for friends, and now finding time for a podcast. So I call Eric immediately, and I was like, Eric, this question is yours. you got to do this, bro. And that moment, he was like, Rich, man, you know how I don't like to like make videos and to put myself out there like that. I don't think I'm ready for that, man. I don't want to do it. I was like, Eric, I could have been that friend that just goes, nah, man, come on, what do you mean? Go do it. Just make it happen. I was like, Eric, you want to know something, man? That's cool. I'll just make sure me and Andre are pushing, are leading with that then. And then whenever you feel comfortable, jump on. Few hours go by.
Not even that long. I think it was like
he was still working out.
Yeah.
He was still at the
he was on the bike when he sent it.
So he was on the he was lifting weights when I sent it when I called him, because I could hear him going and I'm like, all right, Eric's working out, bet.
Yeah, man.
So and then I was like, dude, you're in the gym, this is perfect, make the video. And he was like, man, I don't feel comfortable. An hour later, Eric texted me, he goes, yo, I gave it a shot. I don't know if I like it, but I gave it a shot. I was like, no way.
Bro, it was better than mine in your video.
I was like, no way. He did it without me asking, without me being annoying about it, without me like just bugging him and just being that guy who tries to push people to do stuff. And I want to open a parenthesis right there that sometimes, man, if people around you aren't comfortable to doing something, you don't gotta force people to do things they don't want to do. If they're not ready for in that moment, let them work within their own mind.
Comes at their own time.
Exactly. Let them come within their own senses and find themselves to be ready for that. So then do it. You know, it means even more. Because Eric then goes and texts me, and I call Andre immediately, and I was like, Andre, you're not going to believe it. He's like, what happened, Rich? And I was like, bro, Eric literally is getting out of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
That video was dope.
Man, it just goes to show how we like, I'm still growing. I'm still working on myself. I'm still trying to put myself up there, you know, and for me to get there, I have to do these kinds of things. You know what I mean? And seeing you guys do it also helped me out as well. But like we mentioned in the last podcast, how we're trying to grow with the people that are watching as well. You know what I mean? We're just, we're hard workers as well. We didn't make it yet. You know what I mean? We're with them trying to figure out ways that we can go there and fight and try to get to a certain level in life.
Conquer that battle every day.
So then I started thinking about the first episode and what we were preaching. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? I'm going to use what I said in that podcast on myself.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
And he made an awesome video.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
So
your
fire.
video came out so fire.
Yeah, I got a lot of clout for that. They're like, yo, man, you look like a straight savage. And I was like, dude, that's what I want to be. You know what I mean? I want to be on, man, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. I want to be uncomfortable. I want to have
It's good to have pressure.
that frío en la barriga.
The butterfly in your stomach.
Butterfly in your stomach, bro. You know what I mean? Because especially I remember those times when before soccer games, bro. You know what I mean?
It would make you go harder, because it was the same thing for me.
Yeah,
when
bro. And it
wrestling.
would get me excited, bro. And then once I got through those barriers, it was like new doors opening.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And which I think is so important, bro. It's opening new doors. It's finding new things that make you uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, that's gonna make you a bigger person. It's gonna make you grow.
Hell yeah.
Like if you stop doing something because you don't feel right, you feel kind of weird doing it, it puts you out of place. You mentioned in the last podcast, you're just gonna be an okay person, bro. You're gonna be an okay person. Yeah. Like why would you want to be an okay person?
Don't be an average
You want to be great. You want to be great.
You're destined to be somebody. You're destined. You're destined to be where you're destined to be, bro.
The best version of yourself every day.
Version.
The only person that you're truly going against every day is yourself, man. And
Yeah.
and that battle goes in everything you do. And I see that every day in my life. I see that every day in your life. I see that every day in your life too.
That's perfect that you said that, bro, because we have a lot of people around us that inspires us. We have a lot of people around us that motivates us.
Especially you guys out there showing this much love, man. When I tell you guys, like, this gave us so much more confidence to, like, really, really give you guys high quality content and really step our game up, because, man, when I tell you guys show so much love. We were in disbelief. We were like, bro, can somebody tell us like what we can do different? Give us some critique, because everybody was showering us with positive thoughts, man. And we love it, but it's
we appreciate the critiques too,
hell
bro.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love
Tell
that shit.
us what we can do better, guys, because we can always improve. Like we always talk about, we can always improve. We can always do better.
It's like I say, there's a difference between negativity and there's a difference between constructive criticism. Constructive criticism comes from the heart. It comes from people really trying to challenge you and make you a better, whatever you're doing, and truly wanting to say something, not to put you down, but to lift you up. And there's a difference in that.
Hell yeah.
You know, and we're open for all the constructive criticism you guys have. And I mean that from the heart. If you're coming to us and you're saying, yo, I have an idea here for you guys, bring it on. If you have, you maybe have an opportunity that you have for partnership, bring it on. We want to hear it all.
Yeah.
You want to come on the podcast. We don't care who you are.
Yeah.
We have a link now on our link tree, on our Facebook, on our Instagram page.
Yep.
That now it's a little form that if you want to come, just simply tell us your story and tell us why you want to come on. And we want to bring you on. I don't care who you are, what you are, how much money you have, how much clout you have, how many followers you have. We just want real people sitting on the table.
You know
That's
why?
it.
Because it doesn't matter who it is. You can learn from anybody, bro. Either if it's a good thing or a bad thing. You know what I mean? They can direct you to, you know, a certain place that you want to go. You know what I mean? Like you said, it doesn't matter your social status. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You can always learn something from someone. It doesn't have to be in the business aspect. It could be in the relationship aspect. It could be in a mental aspect. You know, there's people that, you know, been through hell and back. You know, and those are the people that
have real good stories. And like Richie was saying, we just want everyone to come on and feel free to tell us their story, man, because everyone's different. And the more we share each other's experiences, the more we'll be empathetic towards each other and know how we can treat each other better, you know. And that's the ultimate goal of this podcast, is connecting everyone and making sure everybody just understands that we're all the same ultimately, and we all want to just be happy. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think we've talked enough about all our experience this week. Everyone sees a fourth mic there. Everyone saw
a little bit of an open spot over there. I think you guys know what's coming, huh?
Take it on, guys.
Guys, this guest we got on today, let me tell you, man, this guy's a hard worker, family man, and me and Eric have known him for a long time, and we've seen this guy grinding from the ground, man, to get to where he's at now. He owns 5 barbershops. He's been published on the Boston Globe. He cuts the hair of the Celtics, Patriots, Revolution, Roma.
Name it.
He's setting the bar, man. He's setting the bar, and I just want to.
It's truly inspiring, bro. Seeing these people set the bar high, bro. Because you know why? You know, it gives you a kind of a vision that you can also do it too.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be certain, like in his certain trait, field of work, but in your own aspect as well, in your own field of work.
It's all about that hustle, man. About getting after it and making sure, like you said, putting yourself out there and making it happen.
Yeah, I think we talked enough.
Let's show him. Let's show him.
Yo, JP, roll it.
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Welcome, my friend.
What's up, E?
How you doing, my brother? Thank you so much for coming in.
It's good.
Man, it's truly a pleasure you being here. Man, I know you took some time out of your day. You know, we're grateful for that, honestly.
It's an honor, man, to have you here, man. Great, truly.
It's an honor having me as your first guest.
You know, and like we were talking, man, like the reason why we wanted you as our first guest, bro, it's because you're local, man. You're from where we're from. You know, you came from Framingham, man. You know, I like to call it Brazzy City, you know, Brazzyville,
land.
little favela. You know what I mean? But man, how was your day today? You did good?
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, did good.
Yeah, long day, worked, you know,
Amen.
solved some problems, you know.
The daily stuff.
Yeah, daily stuff. Yeah.
Man, what I wanted to touch base on, bro, is my relationship with you. You know, our relationship with you, because we actually know you, bro. From, you know, roses to loyalty, man. One thing that I want to tell you personally is that what I value about you, bro, is that what I remember as well is that every time that I went to go cut hair with you, kind of, I wouldn't say lessons, but the advices that you would give me, you know, especially when I, you know, with work, you know, me trying to take over my dad's business and all that stuff, and and me going through the freaking acne phase and all that stuff, and how you were always open to giving advice to me, and just to try to direct me to the right path, bro. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for that, bro.
No, I appreciate
what I mean? And I see the impact that you're doing in your business, and it's truly inspiring, bro, and it just makes me want to work even more towards my goal, bro.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. At least I'm trying to do something out here.
Man.
But when you're saying about advices, it's like as a barber, that's usually typical out of us. We're behind the chair and
barbershop talk.
Yeah,
Nah, barbers are like low-key therapists, bro. No way, bro. For real.
So we hear so much, we hear so much. Everybody sits in our chair, and sometimes they won't open up at first, but once they become a client, then becomes a friend, then they open up about certain things. And a lot of us barbers, we keep it, we don't really go out.
Always keep it real, 100.
Yeah.
Keep it 100.
That's so true.
And we don't spread none of that stuff to other people.
Yeah, it's
We keep,
illegal.
That's true.
I have a comment here from Bill Jenkins saying, if I had hair, I'll definitely go to him.
Well, if he has a beard,
Bro, I'm sure some stuff little grows up there. You can get a shave real quick.
Facts.
So, man, one thing that I really want to know is, where did this passion start, bro? Where did it come from, bro? Like, of you cutting hair and all that stuff. Where did you see, like, man, I might do this for a living?
So, it started when I was like 16. So when I lived in Framingham when I was 16, this was years back. I'm going to be 40 this year, so it's a couple years back.
Still looking good. Look at that.
He's looking like he's just 30
If I get my
right
40s,
now.
I'm chilling, bro.
It's the black in me, I guess.
Hell yeah, black don't crack, yo.
Us Brazilians. What was that?
We have a soundboard that plays
we got sound effects.
Yeah, man.
You said, what was that?
Man, there's studios from the future, bro. I'm telling you.
Because us Brazilians were mixed, So
Yeah.
my mom is half indigenous Indian and half black, and my dad's European. So all
A little
that
mix of everything.
Yeah, a little mix of everything. It causes that. But going back to your question, E, is when I was 16, right? So there was only one urban shop at the time over here. It was called Black Tops, which was underneath right out of us. Right
yeah?
here.
Really?
Yeah. And so you used to go there and you'll be waiting hours. You know
So
what I mean?
so packed.
It was so packed. And you always have that favorite barber you want.
Like it's like
Yeah.
loyalty. You got to hold it down with that.
Exactly. So my guy was Tony. So I used to come in and have to wait like 2-3 hours. You know what I mean? And I'm a teenager. I'm getting impatient with this. So I went to back in the days. There used to be a store. Actually, probably even younger than that. It used to be a store where Walmart is now. It used to be called Bradley's.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go there.
Yeah, this is way back in the day,
Yeah,
huh?
way back, yeah.
Shit.
So it used to be called Bradley's, and then I bought my first clippers over there. It was pretty much this clipper with wires, a wall, whatever. And I started touching myself up with the taper, lining myself up.
Because you weren't trying to wait.
Yeah, I couldn't wait no while. I started getting impatient. And then I bought a razor, like a straight edge, and I messed myself up so many times. You know what I mean?
Cut yourself?
Yeah, a lot.
That's crazy, bro. So then you actually started on yourself first.
Correct. So then, and then my boys were like, "Yo, bro, it's fresh. You be waiting in the shop like that every week?" I was like, nah. I've been hooking myself up. So then I started cutting my boys up. You know what I mean? And it was just a hobby because I like the artistry behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm an artist. I draw a lot.
Yeah.
Not as much anymore, but I used to draw a lot, and so I used to always draw like I was very big in hip hop, so I always draw like rappers and then rappers I used to draw their haircuts and whatnot.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so that I started doing that, and then taking care of my friends, and then little by little I started loving what the art of barbering, and then but as soon as I turned 19, I had my first son, so then I was like, I got to figure something out.
Yeah,
and
that's when life hits you, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So my father, you know, like any other father, like I'm pretty sure like your parents, they want you guys to go to college. You know how typical Brazilians, they want you to become a doctor, a lawyer, whatever.
Especially because they didn't have the opportunity that we had.
That's why they came here. They want us to be like at the top. It's always like something where it's a lot of pressure at first, but it's like they're looking out for you. They want the best for you.
Oh yeah, you know that like he said, that's just they want the opportunity for you. They came here, you know what I mean, to give you the opportunity. You know, when my father had me when he was 17, my mom was 16, so he could relate. Yeah, my father came here when he was 18, so he left me in Brazil for a bit, and then you know the same step brought me over here, type of things. And
both parents Brazilian?
Correct, yeah. So
where are you from in Brazil?
I was born in Valadares.
Shout out Valadares, man.
I don't know if you guys ever heard this, but they say it's not Valadares anymore. It's Valadolores because everyone there now is just money, dollar. Everything runs that town, dude.
That's true, bro. That city's awesome.
And Democrata's doing pretty good right now.
Pantera Negra, man.
Democrata's this local city team.
Yeah, the soccer team, man.
Pantera.
So Josh, 16, you start somewhat cutting your own hair.
Right.
You fall into somewhat of the passion because the art of it. You see that you're inspiring yourself more and more every day. Now you have your friends that are by your side supporting you. It's awesome hearing this. And then what? Your friends start supporting you. What goes on from there?
So you know, I didn't think of it as a career at the time. You know, I was 19. So then you know, I had my first son, and then my father's like, "Yo, go to college." I was like, "Nah, pa, just you know, I'm just gonna do what you did." You know, so I got my
Hustle.
got my first job at Comcast. I was a cable technician, and then I got a crib at in Hudson, my first apartment.
On your own?
Yeah, it was a 2-bedroom for $650.
Damn, I wish. What?
Inflation.
The good old days, man. The good old days.
Did you move in with like your girl because you guys about to have a baby? Real life starts right there.
Right. I moved in with the mother of my oldest son, and then you know started that whole life work type of thing, and you know it was tough. You know, I wasn't a man yet, honestly. You know, I didn't know responsibilities like that. You know, so it was a tough, you know, it was a learning curve.
Life starts.
It was definitely something.
Big eye opener.
It was definitely something that you had to go through so you can understand, you know, how basically life works.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
When your son was born, like what was like the mindset that really like changed the most for you?
You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, yeah, you know, your son's born and you're gonna change."
Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, wow, cool. You know, this is my boy. You know, he looks cool and all that stuff. You know? Like, all right. So it was
mini me.
Yeah. So you know, and I used to cut his hair. You know, give him line up.
You have one more person now.
Yeah. So while I wasn't cutting my friends no more, I was cutting his hair. And
perks of having a dad as a barber.
And I was practicing on him and getting better at my skills. And back then there was no YouTube, bro. There was no Instagram.
No social media, yeah.
No, there was nowadays. If you want to learn something, you could learn something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
There's no excuses, man. You go on YouTube, they give you a full course, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you can literally go through like a whole college course on YouTube.
That's what I was about to say. I literally call YouTube the street college.
Yeah.
Like you want to get something done, there's no excuses nowadays.
No.
YouTube gives you all information you need.
No, it's right there. Everything's right there.
Let me open some real quick. I mean, you're talking about started cutting hair, had then found out you're gonna have a baby. You said struggles. A big thing about we're talking about we're doing this is because we want to talk about everyday struggles, every day to relate to people. I mean, to those right now that maybe are going through that situation, you just found out maybe they're gonna have a kid, they have a path of career that they want to go, but then you said you went towards Comcast. How did that feel for you? Like, yo, I'm cutting hair, but now I'm gonna go to some completely that I don't. Maybe just do it for the money. Like, what was your mind behind that? Was it like, let me just grind here for a little bit so I can save up to get to where did you already have the plan of like, I want to open a barbershop one day?
No.
Like, it was just like, I need to make money because I have a kid.
Correct. So I just needed to make money. I was like, let me go work at, you know, my father, my parents own a cleaning company, right? And at the time, you know, I could have worked for them, but I was like, I didn't want to do that. So I just, you know, and I was always into the tech field too. Because I went to Keith Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so I went to Keith
Me
Tech.
too.
Yeah. So I was like, I was doing computers there, you know. So the dream was I wanted to go to a school named Full Sail in Orlando. It was a music production school. You know, I wanted
completely different from where you ended up.
Yeah, so I wanted to be. I used to mess with beats at the time too. I used to mess with Fruity Loops, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then I was like, you know what? I wanted to but something inside me was always the business side. So I was like, you know what? I want to go there for the business side of music because they had a business course on music, how to, you know, organize artists and organize all that other stuff.
Like kind of being like a label.
Correct. Like a manager.
Just like A&R.
Okay.
Something like that. So once my son's born, I said, you know what, man, I'm just going to, you know, just grind it out, you know, forget all my dreams. So, you know, just do this, what I got to do. So, and then, so I went to Comcast because it was tech. And then Comcast, they own a TV station too.
Yep.
So I was like, you know what? If I get into Comcast, little by little, you could move in and work at a TV station. You know.
So that, you saw a little light in the tunnel.
So
that's the ladder.
That was the goal. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You always had the little seed of entrepreneurship inside of you, that always driving you and always wanting to.
That little itch to just be better.
Yeah, because seeing my parents, like you know, seeing my parents. My dad never finished middle school.
Wow.
You know, and him just grinding it out and just building a business. And my mom too, you know, so now he has mad businesses. He has restaurants, he has all that stuff. So it just, you know, that type of thing was always planted there, you know, little by little.
I can relate to that because my parents, same thing. They own a cleaning company, and like my dad didn't even go to high school as well. And like you said, they just come here and they have a vision and they apply it, work every single day to make it happen for us to be where we are now.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro, and I think that's so important, bro, because I think about this like 24/7, man. Like I have to make it. I have to get somewhere, bro, because for what my parents did for me to have the life that they wish they had, bro, I have to go out there and make something out of my life, because you know the opportunity that they gave me, I can't just let that go to waste.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people don't really understand. A lot of kids, they don't really understand what their parents had to go through to put them in the situation that they are today.
Yeah. And I hate when people be blaming their parents for, oh, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. And like, it's, you don't know what they were going through. You don't know what type of mental state they were in.
Right.
Imagine, my mom, 16, having me,
leaving her home country to some place completely like unknown.
Yeah, my mom, she hasn't been to her family's house since she was 11.
To today?
Like because in Brazil, right? If you're poor in Brazil, you go. Your family sends you off to another family to work for another family.
Yep.
Yeah.
You work for the other family. You take care of that family. You clean the house. They'll provide you school and clothes. But
you're still working every day. Yeah.
So my mom had to, she had to learn how to cook when she was 11 years old, 10 years old. You know what I mean? That's why she's so nasty now, where she could cook a whole meal.
She be cooking it up.
For 10 people in 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Wow. So she's just good like that because, and you don't know what goes on, what happened, and I hate when some people blame their parents for certain things.
Man. I think about that a lot too, because you don't know. I started realizing that like the older I got, because when you're younger, you don't really think about it. You just think about like, oh, my parents don't let me do this and that, and then you're like, oh, whatever. But like as I got older, I noticed that a lot, that your parents, they sacrifice a lot for you, and the things that like you don't even think about at the time. But then when you start seeing it, you're like, wow, like I need to be way more grateful.
Yeah, and that's probably low key the reason why they're so strict and why they get so pissed that you're not really taking your life or your career seriously, because they work their asses off to get to a place United States, the land of the dream, you know what I mean, quote unquote. I don't know where we're going nowadays, but I think it's very important for people to appreciate the hard work that their parents did, and also take notes on the kind of like the path that they took and take it to consideration. You know what I mean? I think people really need to take their life and their ideas more seriously than they partying every day. Drinking, smoking, and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, I look back to Brazil. I have friends out in Brazil, and you look back to like how they talk and what they say and their dreams and their goals, and any one of them would love to have the opportunity we have to just simply
be here. Yeah. I mean, this whole thing we got here, bro, like, I have a cousin who was telling me, she's like, she loves that we're doing this, and she loves podcasts, listens to them every day. And she recently got here from Brazil, and she talks about, she's like, if you're in Brazil, you can't do this. Like, it's not just Brazil too, but it's a lot of places out of here. And Eric said it, United States is the place of dreams. And it's just a matter of like making it happen and making it want to happen, because going back to what Josh was saying, our parents sacrificed a lot for us to create an opportunity. And I know a lot of parents be like, oh, I want you to go to college to do this and that. But ultimately, they want to see you happy in something you love doing, and something that's just going to put you in the right place and have a good career in whatever it is you're doing. You don't have to be the richest person in the world, but they just want to see you good. They want to see you happy, create your family, and just leave a legacy.
So, so when was the switch of you kind of leaving this Comcast workplace and kind of like jumping into like a barbershop?
So the barbershop came a little later. It was so I was at the Comcast, and then my father bought a restaurant out in Boca. So he was like, Junior, my family calls me Junior. Mm-hmm. Junior, do you want to go out there and, help me out with this business? And I was like, so I went for, we had an interview in Comcast. I was supposed to go for a raise, right? Whatever. The guys, my manager at the time, he's like, yeah, we're going to give you a raise, blah, blah. How's 20 cents to you? I was like, 20 cents?
What's that gonna do?
I was like, you know what, man? You could keep your 20 cents. I'm out of here. Yeah, I told him exactly that. So I was like, yo, Pa, yeah, I'm going Boca. So he booked the ticket for me, and I was out. And then I got there. I worked at the restaurant business, and then while I was working the restaurant business, next to us used to be a barbershop.
Wow.
Yeah, so
meant to be, man.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So every time I had a break, I'll go there and chill in the barbershop and just hang out with the guys. And you know what blew my mind in Florida? Because back in the days over here in Massachusetts, you always had the Italian barbershop. You had the African-American barbershop. You had the Latin barbershop. And then
it was very like cliquey.
Yes,
yeah.
It was all separate.
Diverse, yeah.
Yeah, when I went to Florida in Boca, as soon as I walked into the barbershop, I seen every type of barber in there. I was blown away. I was like, this is dope.
It was all mixed.
Yeah, it was all mixed. It was the first time I seen everybody together in one, so, but Florida thing, and it's a melting pot.
Yeah,
right?
all kind of flavors.
Yeah, so you got everybody up in there. So then I was like, oh, this is pretty dope. I like this vibe. So, I started just going there, picking their brains and stuff like that. And then my other son was born, he was born in Boca. And then unfortunately it didn't work out. It didn't work out with me and their mom.
This was with the same mom?
Same mom. Yeah. It didn't work out, so it was.
But they moved with you to Florida.
Yeah, a couple months later. Okay. And we were there for a year, change. And then it didn't work out. And then so I was like, what I'm gonna do now? You know what I mean? So then I was like, yo, I gotta get into this barbering thing. So
this is like 25?
I moved out there, Josh. So Josh was born.
So you named your son Josh too?
Yeah, Josh.
Dope. Josh the second.
So actually, my name is not Josh. It's Josué.
Josué.
Yeah.
So I actually I know you as Josué.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Too.
And then that's what we started calling you. And then we saw your Instagram name. We're like, dude, should we start calling him Josh, man? You know what I mean?
I bet that came from like people not being able to pronounce it, right?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody always called me Josh, right? But when I went on Instagram to put Josh the Barber, there was already a Josh the Barber. So I went with Josué the Barber at the time. But when I moved to Framingham, because I used to live in Boston, so I used to go to a bilingual school in Boston. So when I came to Framingham, there was no bilingual school at the time. So a teacher told me, Josué, what does that mean? So she went, I'm going to go to the library and figure that out. Google wasn't there at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she went, she's like, your name is biblical. It's Joshua.
Yeah, my mom was telling me that the other day, dude. I get goosebumps that you bring that up because she talked about how Josué was like, he was like a soldier under Moises.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Continue, yeah.
So then I went by Josh because nobody could pronounce, like you said, Josué. So it's like Josué, you know what I mean?
Josué.
Joseph. One guy thought my first name was Joe and last name was Sway.
I'm dead.
That's crazy.
That sounds Asian.
Yeah.
Josué.
So, and I think back, bro, I was like, I should have just gone by Junior. But then I felt that was very personal.
Yeah.
That
was like family stuff.
That's my family calls me Junior. So whenever I see somebody in the street, somebody goes Junior, I'm like, oh, that's probably a cousin.
That's probably a cousin. Yeah.
And I have a lot of cousins I don't know. So
that's another Brazilian thing.
I think it's a typical Brazilian thing, bro. My dad be pulling up. Oh, this is your third cousin.
I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh, shit.
Another one.
Exactly, because I got a lot of family in Somerville, Boston, in Florida, Boca. But going back to that question, so yeah, I was like, yo, Pa, I was like, this hospitality business not for me.
Yeah.
The food business not for me. I love to stay here and help you out, but this is not for me. My relationship is not working out. And Florida for a young man,
it's tough.
I was
It's dangerous.
yeah,
I was there. I was there, man. I was like, shit.
So I was like, Josh, I was 19. I was like 22.
Yep.
So Josh was 2 at the
You're
time.
young, man.
Luca was just born. So and I was like, I can't be here. You know what I mean? This is too much going on.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah,
and where was it? Were you in? Where'd you say
Boca?
you were in?
Boca Raton. So
Especially Boca.
It's hard to concentrate, man.
Yeah.
It's just so much shit going on, bro.
it is. And then Boca's like 40 minutes north of Miami.
Yeah.
So it's like right there, basically.
Yeah, right there. So, and I didn't feel like I had real friendships in Florida. It was everybody's out there to somehow make money off of you or scam you or something.
Right.
I got caught one time. I was outside, right, smoking a cigarette. The time I smoked cigarettes, I was outside smoking a cigarette. And these 2 guys come in with a camera, right? Like, yo, got this camera, blah, blah, blah. I can sell it to you for $100, blah, blah, blah. Yo, we got to sell it quick, da, da, da. I was like, and I looked, I was like, yo, this looks pretty fresh, da, da, da. I was like, yo, here's $100, whatever. Go inside. I was like, yo, telling my god brother, Geronimo, I was like, Jerry, look at this camera I just got for $100. He's like, that shit's fake, bro. I was like, what? So I look, I opened it. So you know how it has the camera thing? It was a glass.
No way.
Like a cup? Like a glass, like just a see-through glass.
Yeah.
Like
As the lens.
As the lens,
That's
And then the camera was like hollow.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Yeah, bro. Florida's known for scamming, bro. No
Florida,
cap.
yo, so I was like,
Scam capital.
yeah. So I was like, bro, I gotta get out of here. So,
He was like, nah, I got caught with this one. I need to
I'm
leave.
out.
yeah. So I told my father, I was like, yo, Dad, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go to barber school. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah. He's like, what do you mean you're gonna be a beauty salonist? I was like, no, barber, Pa. And he's like, I did.
What's the difference?
My dad's stupid, right? He's old school. He's old school. So, not no disrespect to anybody out there, but this first question was like, "You gay?" I was like, "No, bro."
Dude, I can imagine that. That's not a man thing to do, man. That ain't a man thing to do.
So I was like, "Nah, Pa." I was like,
It's not like that.
I was a barber. Who cuts your hair? I go to the guy in the shop. So he's a barber, right? He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's what I want to do." He's like,
Not a hairdresser, a barber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until this day, I know men that doesn't like other men cutting their hair.
Yeah.
They like women cutting their hair.
Really?
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that too.
Yeah.
So that's why we got female barbers in our shops, because there's that preference for those guys.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
So then I went to barber school out here, and I went for a bit. But
What school you go to?
I went to Mass School of Barbers in Quincy.
And how does that usually work? Is it like a course that you take for a couple months, or what is that?
Yeah, so full time's 8 months, and then if you're doing part time is almost a year.
Cool. Wow.
It's about at the time was about $1,000 a month, and it's from 9 to 5.
Did you do it full time?
So I did it. Yes, I didn't. So I'm gonna be keeping 100 with you, right? So I went to barber school, and then I used to work at Nextel. You guys remember Nextel?
Yeah.
Oh man, I used
Then
to
they partnered
fuck with that shit, bro.
They partnered with Sprint afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to work at Nextel in the Cambridgeside Galleria because it was close to Quincy. I just grabbed 93 and I was out.
Yep.
And pretty soon I was doing pretty good there because I used to sell a lot and I became assistant manager there and everything.
Nice.
But I was still in school, but I was getting very distracted because at the time I didn't know why I was getting distracted. It was a lot had to do with not going through with having a family and just not knowing where I want to be at.
Not having a direction yet.
Not have a direction yet.
I think that, again, that goes back to like your age, right? You're saying what, 22, 23 around there? You're still kind of forming your mindset and what you want, who you are as a man, who you are, especially now, not just finding, I mean, it's already hard at that age to find
And you had 2 kids, man.
That's what I have to say. It's already hard enough to find in that age who you are as a man, but now you have to find yourself not only as a man, but as a father too. Yeah. And not only that, you're not just taking care of yourself, you got kids that you're taking care of.
Exactly.
Like, I can't even imagine the pressure, man.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. So then the mother of my 2 oldest boys, she ended up moving out back here. And then we split the boys. So I took care of one of the boys, she took care of another because it was too much for both of us
Yep.
to have 2.
Kind of level it out.
Yeah, at least that's what we thought at the time, right? I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But so I couldn't finish barber school. So for me to be closer to home, and because I had family support, I asked my manager at my time. I was like, can you transfer me to the Framingham store? We used to have a Framingham store in Route 9. So she's like, oh, I don't want to lose you. Even the district manager came, like, bro, just stay here, because they had the area, and the numbers, and the numbers were doing good.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, sales ran in your blood, man. Sales was always there. Look at that.
Yeah, so I was pretty good at it, and it was very natural for me, and I could relate to anybody, talk to anybody.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And so I came out here, Framingham, and then I started working at the first shop, which was the 2nd Street. It was Grande Ligas, it was the Dominican barbershop.
That's funny you bring that up. That was the first place I ever cut my hair. My boy Victor, middle school, I would always see fresh cut. I'm like, bro, because my mom she's a hairstylist too, and she would always just and I never knew what a lineup was.
The fade. Brazilian bowl cuts.
Yeah, literally, bro. And then my boy was always with the clean cut. I was like, bro, how do you do that? And he's like, oh, I got this barbershop I go to. Let's go after school. I went after school, and after I got that crispy lineup and a taper, I was like, bro, I am never cutting my hair. Yeah, I was like, yo, barbershops are the place for me, man.
Josh, we had a question last episode, and it kind of falls into what you just said. Like, we had a question of a single mom who goes, how do I feel like I'm going to put myself in first place when I feel like I always got to put my kid in that first place? And during that time, you're going through that time because you're trying to figure out your career side of things. You're also here taking care of your kid, because now you split the kids, right?
Correct.
So mom has one, you had the other as a single dad. How was that?
Well, it was tough. Excuse me. Because I was still learning how to be a man throughout those, even though it was 23, it was still a little different. You know what I mean?
You're still basically a kid, like us, man.
So then, and the good thing, my family used to help me. My mom helped me a lot.
So your ground was your family.
Yes. So my mom used to watch my son, and just take care of him and stuff like that.
Shout out Mama Pereira.
Yeah.
For real.
For real. And she used to help. And then Stephanie too, my sister.
Oh yes,
so she used to help too, and it was tough. So then I was like, you know what? And I still didn't realize if barbering was gonna be the thing, right? So then I went and did a course for phlebotomist to draw blood in a hospital. So I did that, did a 30-day course, did a test, state test, whatever, passed. Worked in the hospital while I was still cutting hair. So I used to go in the hospital at 6 in the morning, leave at 2, and then go to the barbershop around 3-ish and stay there.
And this was at Grandes Liga?
Correct. And then I started seeing things at the hospital. I was like, bro, this is not for me either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's going on right now?
That blood work.
Yeah.
Seeing too much blood.
You see people dying.
Yeah, it's heavy.
And then you started seeing old friends of yours in the hospital going through stuff, and now you're knowing their personal business. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
so
it gets deep. It gets deep.
Yeah.
That's why I give mad prop to nurses and all that stuff, man. It's like, it ain't easy seeing all that stuff every day, man. But I think what's really important is that you were trying to find discipline in your life. You're trying to find a way that a path that you could hold on to that would hold on to your situation as well, right?
Exactly. I was trying to find my path, like I was trying to figure myself out.
Yeah.
Where do I belong in this world? What is my goal? Yeah. What is my path?
And the thing is that you wouldn't stop trying to find that.
No.
You would,
There's always
Comcast,
that itch, that like
Nextel.
entrepreneur itch in the back of your head.
Yeah, but you were always like moving around just to trying to find that right one, which I think it's insane.
You need to do that, yeah.
You have to do that,
You need to put yourself out there, or else you're never going to find out what your thing is. Even if you find out like later in life, you can find your thing, guys. Just put yourself out there.
Not everyone has the privilege and the luck of finding what they want to do on their first try, bro.
Oh yeah.
And that's a big thing. Lots of times people think, oh my God, I'm switching jobs, I'm switching careers, I'm switching this. Dude, there's no wrong in life. Your life is your life. Your path is your path. If you got to find what makes you good and what makes you feel good within yourself. I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. Fuck what people say, dude. It's what makes you happy. It's what makes your family happy. Again, what's your priorities, right? Finding your priorities, and that's what you're trying to do the whole time. And shout out to everybody out there. If you're struggling, dude, and you keep moving careers and you still haven't found yourself, like, it's okay. It's 100% okay. Get up, put your head up, and try again. And again, Josh did that, and you guys are gonna see the end story of this. Like,
one quote. I'm just gonna say this real quick. One quote that I like, I believe it's from Denzel Washington. He said, "If you fall forward, Because when you fall forward, you see where you messed up. So the next time, you already know what to do. Don't fall backwards, because when you fall backwards, you're just going to keep
learning mistakes.
You keep doing the same thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I think that's very important. So
hospital.
So you, after the hospital, what was the next move?
So
because you were tired of all that blood work thing and all that.
So at this time, I was so one of my boys, David, he was like, "Yo, let's open a shop." I was like, "Word, let's do that." And then we opened a shop in Marlboro. And New Image, shout out to my boy David, New Image.
Oh, yo, that's kind of where I connected with my new not new, but the barber I've been with now. New Image is a good spot.
No, a great spot, you know, and that's my guy right there. And, you know, we opened one in Marlboro and it went on for there. I was just, a lot of things were going on with me emotionally that I didn't know what was going on.
So you were like trying to escape that whole thing.
Correct, yeah. So I started partying heavy. Drinking, a lot of cocaine, you know what I mean? Just the nightlife.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go from...
It was the escape.
Yeah, it was from every day. Bam, 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 you know? Wow. And I was doing that for a while. And of course, after you do that, it affects your personal life.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I started not seeing my kids as much. You know what I mean? I started messing up as being a father. And I started messing up with my clients. I started messing up at work. You know what I mean? And
it's all domino effect.
Correct. You know, and it just from there kept going. And eventually, just to make a long story short, you know, I was so deep in, I lost that shop. You know what I mean? I had to sell that shop, you know? And then my father got so upset, you know? And you know, the worst thing at least for me, I feel like any Brazilian person.
Disappointing your parents.
Oh man, it's the worst.
It hurts.
One of my biggest fears, man.
Me too, dude. On a daily basis, like that's just a thing where I'm like in the back of my mind. Especially, I feel like for me it was more like my mom, because she's like held me, my dad too, but my mom held me accountable the most for a lot of the things I did. I could always hear when I'm doing certain things. My mom at the back of my head, just like kind of like, you know how they have their sayings, and it's like it's always there.
It's that family oriented that most Brazilians and Latin, just not Brazilian, but like Latin. That's
Latin
a Latin
community.
thing.
Latino
community.
Spanish community is very like that. I mean, they're just very family oriented in everything they do, and it really like it touches deep in your soul when you're disciplined.
And I mean, you know, and then my father erased my number from his phone. So I'll call him. He'd be like, "Who this?"
And that hurts.
It's Junior. It's like, "What do you want?" You know, it just And then you know,
so you were in a very, very dark place.
Correct. You know, and then, you know, it's a lot of that stuff, you know. Then I lost his respect. And once I lost his respect, I felt worse, you know. And
was that kind of like an eye-opener for you?
Not yet.
Not yet?
No. Because once you're deep in that,
you don't see
it. It's hard to get out.
It's hard.
It's hard to see, too.
It's hard
not only that, I think, like, you see it, it hurts you, but you just don't care to get out.
And also the addiction is bad.
Yeah.
You know, once you're addicted.
Were you deep into that?
Yeah.
In that path?
Yeah, so every time I drank, I had to go, you know, do blow and stuff, you know, and because it'll like balance you out.
Yeah,
you're too drunk, you do a little bump,
you're back up.
You're back up. You know what I'm saying? So and the thing is, cocaine is a hell of a drug. It gets
That's
you addicted.
the problem.
It gets you addicted. And
you probably weren't sleeping right and all that stuff.
No, and then
it makes you think you're invincible.
Yeah, and then you wake up the motivation of getting up and doing anything. So. You know, that went on for a couple of years, and I was just like, I was doing bad. I lost my car. I lost my driver's license because I wasn't paying child support. I owed like $10,000 of child support, and once you owe that, they start cutting everything off. Everything.
They touch your money too, like everything. So
the bank, they close your blank. You don't have no bank account no more.
Taxes, like they even take money from your check if you work with on like a W-2.
Exactly,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so you know, I lost all those stuff, and then I'm just so down in, and then I'm just hanging out. You know, I don't call them the wrong people. I was just not in the right environment. You know,
it goes back to what we said last episode. Is having people around you that. It's like the friends you have around you. Show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are. Right. Yeah. So it's like you got to have friends that we talked about this in the last episode that are going to hold you accountable to things. And when you have friends that are in that, like you said, that were doing those things, eventually you're going to get in that too.
Yeah.
It just becomes okay. I mean, what they're doing and what you're doing,
it looks normal. Okay. It looks normal. Yeah.
You are who you hang out with. You know what I mean?
So at that time, I was where was I working at? I don't remember. It's a little
So you were probably like in and out of jobs at those dark times.
Yeah, I used to go in and out of barbershops, you know.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hold a job because my mind was just in there.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't focused.
So I'm really interested in knowing like where was the turning point?
Yeah.
Or the eye opener.
I got tired of that life. I got tired of my dad not looking at me no more.
Did anything really bad happen? Was it like an accident? Was it like maybe an overdose from a friend? Did anything really bad happen? I was like, girl, I need to get out of this.
I think it was my mom's prayers.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's strong.
I think it was my mom's prayers. You know what's crazy? When I snapped, you had a party at your house. It was a New Year's Eve party.
Was it in the backyard?
It was New Year's Eve. I don't remember. I know it was in your house. It was backyard. It was everywhere.
Everywhere. Yo, Eric's parties are
shit was popping.
Yeah, and this was about probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I
This is
mean?
high school days.
I remember it, dude. I remember seeing you in the party. I was young.
Yeah.
And I was like so excited because I was hanging out with my sister's
older
friends.
guys.
You know what I mean? I was like, it's my turn.
And then your bro too. He was there, I think, too. At the time.
Marcello. Yeah.
Marcello. It's funny. He's always say, "My name's Marcello." he always went to sound Italian. My name's Marcello.
Yeah.
But anyhow, right? I'm over there at the party, whatever, boom, 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 and then I get home, right, at my pop's house. So I get to the garage, and I'm about to go, and I see him in the kitchen making his coffee, and this is like 7 a.m, right?
You were getting home, you said, right?
Yeah, I was getting home. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold on. My pops already hates me. I'm not going to, go through this. Him seeing me like this, all hungover, whatever. So I go in front of the house. I'm smoking a cigarette. And I'm watching everybody passing by. Vans, people already on their phones. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to solve business. A guy shaving himself already, getting ready to work. You know what I mean? A woman doing her lipstick already.
Wow.
And I'm over there. I'm like, what the heck am I doing out of my life? You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to show for it. I lost so many things. I haven't seen my kids in I don't know how long. And I don't even have a license, So
Wow.
So that was like,
You got to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah,
yes.
so you've seen these people, wake up, getting ready so they can go
Get into their dream.
Get into the dream, working to get their money while you were just sitting on your ass being like, oh.
Exactly. And that was an eye opener right there. I was just like, bro, what am I doing? So
That's a big, big deal.
yeah, I went back to church. I met the pastor that I met now. And he's my boy, Pastor Paul. And we spoke. I spoke to him about my problems. And then after that, I went to see a therapist too. Because you need at least from my experience, you need the spiritual help and the professional help.
Oh, yeah.
So when I went to see the therapist, she told me, she's like, you're depressed. I was like, depression? There's no such thing as depression. You know what I'm saying? The Latin man thing.
Yeah, for real. It's like, oh, you can't have emotions.
There's no such thing as depression. Like my dad would say, just get a job. Just get a job, occupy your mind. So after talking to her, I found out I was depressed, and then she told me, I found out why I was depressed. I was depressed because I didn't have a family. Like my father was still with my mom for so many years. Yeah. I didn't feel like a man.
And that reflects a lot. I feel like you want to live up to that. So then you're like, dude, what am I doing wrong?
And I was using liquor and cocaine to numb me.
Yep.
Numb my pain.
Numb the pain. Yeah.
And so at the time I just smoked cigarettes still. And she was like, and I was like, she's like, what do you want to do? I was like, I really want to stop smoking cigarettes. She's like, you know what? Give it 5 minutes. Just give it 5 minutes. You have the urge, give it 5 minutes until you smoke. So I was like, all right, cool. So every time I had the urge, I'm like, you know what? Let me give it 5 minutes. So all of a sudden it passed an hour, 2 hours, and I totally forgot about the cigarette.
Wow.
So, but then I started figuring out, well, every time I drink, I want to smoke a cigarette. So I was like, I got to stop drinking.
Sacrifice.
Yeah. And then it wasn't smooth because I did stop drinking, stop cigarettes. And then one night, a month later, I go out with one of my boys. I was like, whatever, let me have a couple of drinks. Then, I pretty much what they say, relapse.
Relapse.
Yeah,
Yep. Relapse.
Yeah. So I went, boom, bought another, cocaine. And then I was like, whatever, boom, boom. So I do it, whatever. And of course, the next day I don't show up to work.
Because in your head, you're like, I'll be okay. It's not going to fuck me up again.
So then, whatever. I was like, you know what? Because I was already kind of getting the help. So I was like, I'm not going to let this affect me. Let me get up and let me push it. Let me go do it. So I did. And the crazy thing is, bro, I'm cutting my first hair. And then there was a product we use in the hair. And I still remember this product really smelled pretty good. So I put the product in a client's hair. And all of a sudden, I can't smell. I can't smell the product.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I was like,
oh shit.
So then that night I was like, God, please, I'll never touch this crap again. Please bring
back my smell.
Yeah, give me back my smell.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was
because that kind of messes with your sense of taste too.
It does. If you can't smell, you can't taste.
Yeah. So thank God. Like I think about a month later, it came back and stuff, and ever since, so I was like, you know what, I need to stop drinking. Because this is what bringing the urge.
That's what relapses.
It brings the other stuff with it too.
So then I stopped drinking, and then at that time I met my wife at the time, right? And I was still trying to figure my pieces together. Mm-hmm. And when I met her, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a totally different man. I'm gonna be honest. Because I used to be a bullshitter. Yeah. Because
that's what drugs do, man.
Yeah, you don't care about nobody.
You want to get by. That's
what I mean. You only care about yourself. Yep. You're selfish.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it right. So I told my wife, I was like, listen, this is my situation. I don't have anything. You know what I mean? I used to live across the street from my father in a basement that he gave to me. Just get out of here.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's like, figure it out.
Yeah, get out of here. So I was like, all right. So, and she's like, all right, whatever. Let's vibe. Let's see where this goes. If you really change, I'll help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, all right.
But you got to show me improvement.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, I could dig that. You know what I mean? So a couple months passed by and whatever. Then, all of a sudden I'm moving with her. I'm helping her out with the bills too and everything. She was a single mom at the time. Mm-hmm. She had a son.
So you guys related along that then because you also had kids.
Yeah, but I wasn't seeing my kids, right? Still.
Oh, wow.
So because of my life, the mother of my older boys didn't want me around, which makes sense,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
So I started seeing this little boy. He's my son, Alex. I consider him like my son.
Of course.
And, he was probably 4, I think. And I'm seeing this little boy. I was like, this boy's so cute. He's so amazing. He's so smart. Why is his father's not around? Then it hit me.
Wow.
The same reason.
Wow.
Yeah,
whoa. Dude, I just got goosebumps, bro.
I was like, bro, I need my kids.
He's like, the same thing that's happening I'm seeing here is what I did to my kids.
So it was kind of like a look in the mirror real quick.
Exactly.
You're like, bro, what the?
Yeah, so I was like, bro, I got to figure this out.
And also give him a chance, too, to fill in the spot as well. You know what I mean?
Open a very big parenthesis here that you talked about depression. Guys, mental health is very important.
Yeah.
And for us as men to admit and to get to that point, to really look into ourselves and see that, wow, like I'm screwing it up for myself and I'm depressed, and it's okay to do that.
It's okay to talk to somebody.
Look for help.
Yeah.
Look for help.
You gotta look for help.
If you think, if you find yourself in that spot, you're not a weaker person. You're not, guys, you're not less of a man because you're talking to somebody about your problem. I have done it, and I've seen a therapist, and it's amazing, man. My girl used to like always bug me, like, go see a therapist. Like, it would just talk to somebody. It would help you out. And I'll be like, nah, you kidding me? I'm not gonna do that. I'm a man. I don't need that. Same thing, the Latin mentality. And just real quick, like if you're listening out to us right now, and if you think you're in that position, it's okay. We're here for you. Reach out for help.
Reach out to us, man. Reach out to us.
Reach out for us if you're comfortable reaching out to us. But even if it's not us, you want to talk to a professional, guys, we understand, and we're here to support you on that.
Always, man.
So yeah, so then I'm like, I was like, this kid is awesome. He's smart. And I was like, man, I gotta figure this out. So that's when I started taking, contacted the mother of my boys, like, y'all really want to be around. They don't want to do this. I want to do that. And it was a lot of pullback. For sure. So
it's hard to get that trust back. Yes, you can lose it quick.
Exactly. So I was like, she's like, I want that money. I was like, all right, I'll give you that money. Yeah. Because I owe like 10 grand.
You manned up.
So I was boom, started like saving money and then paying like that on top of fees and stuff. So I was paying about $500 a week in child support. You know what I mean? So, and then just giving more and more, but just because I had to get that over with.
So now drugs are gone. The past friends are gone.
Yeah.
You're focused on just going up from now.
Exactly. So then I joined a new barbershop, which was Loyalty.
Awesome.
They just been open 6 months. And then the owner at the time, his name is Jonathan, which is my boy now.
Nasty.
Yeah. So I got in with him, and then he's like, Josh, and I got there. I recycled my clients, right? Because what happened was a lot of the clients I had, they were the street guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like, I can't be around this type of situation, you know. And I'm not saying they were bad guys. It's just not the environment I could be in. You know what I mean?
For that moment.
That moment. And, you know, everybody gets stuck in certain situations in life because of whatever they've been through.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't just pinpoint everybody that's doing certain things. You don't know what they went through, you know, to be where they're at.
Yeah.
You know what
Two
I'm saying?
broken people can't fix themselves.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, that's the truth.
Good words. Yeah. So then I was like, so I had to start from scratch.
Yep.
So that's when I started. You know what? Boom.
Whole new client list.
Yep. So I started banging out on Facebook. Then Instagram was around, banging out that, and
Started marketing yourself.
started marketing crazy.
I remember this too, because during that time you were popping off, man. I remember.
So I was giving people deals like, yo, if you bring your boys, I'll give you a cut for free. You know what I'm saying? Stuff
Yeah.
like that. I printed about 10,000 flyers. You know, I went around the pizza shops, gave, yo, can you give this when you deliver your pizza, can you put this in your pizza and I'll give you a cut for free?
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So I started
Oh, yeah.
doing that.
Networking.
And then just hitting up the community. You know what I mean? And then I already had a couple athletes I cut at the time before when I was doing crazy stuff. I still had a couple athletes I was cutting here and there. You know what I mean? But I never marketed them.
When you were already at Loyalty.
Yes, before I already cut some athletes.
Yep.
Before I went to Loyalty. So I was like, man, I gotta use, you know, this power that I have with athletes. I gotta use this and market this. And now I asked them, like, yo, it's cool if I take a picture of your cut and I post it on whatever. Like, yeah, go ahead, Josh, whatever. Boom, boom, did that. And that started popping, you know what I mean, with me cutting athletes. And then
That was so dope to see, bro.
Yeah.
I wrote down a question here for you regarding to that specifically.
yeah.
How was that feeling when you first cut an athlete, man? Like
It's nervous.
how did it happen?
You're like,
how-
don't fuck up. Don't
what,
fuck
like,
up.
did
I
someone
cannot
connect
fuck up
you?
this
Was it,
lineup, bro.
like,
couldn't hear you.
Did someone connect you? Was it an accident?
No,
Like,
no. So also, even though I was, you know, the drugs and all that stuff and going out in the streets a lot, I always build a good relationship with people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you've always been a good guy, man. Yeah.
Always.
Thank you guys. And I always build a good relationship with people. I never disrespected people. I always treated people the same, you know. And I always had a good network, right? It's funny because, like, you see a movie, right?
Yeah.
End of the movie, there's the credits.
Yep.
So in the credits, there was always they'll have the barber.
Really?
Yeah, they'll have the outfit person. They have the lighting person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I used to go on Google and I used to research who this barber was, because to me, barber was just behind a chair.
And you were always seeing like the same guy?
No. So just in general, like
You want to see how to get to that place, basically.
because I was like, okay, I love this barbering thing, but is this it? Just
I need to
cutting
go to
behind
the
the
next
chair.
level.
What's the next level? So then that's when I started researching. And then back in the days, there used to be this magazine called The Source magazine, which was a hip hop magazine. So back of it used to be the credits too. So then I started researching these people and I started finding out who they were. So I started emailing them and stuff like that until a couple responded. And then I touched with a gentleman, Adrian Phoenix. He's out of Brooklyn, New York. So he was the barber for the New York Knicks.
Cool.
So I built a relationship with him. And this is all via
Social media.
right? So then
And it was still like starting up. Social media wasn't even like popping
yeah,
off
it was
like
like it was still like Instagram still looked a little funny, you know?
that. Instagram was actually like just
The
for
weird
pictures.
filters they had at first.
Exactly. They were bad, right? Yeah. So then so all of a sudden he goes, Josh, one of my athlete friends got traded to the Celtics. Can you take care of him? I was like, cool. I used to work at Roses at the time.
What athlete was it? You remember?
Nate Robinson.
No, sir.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Nate Robinson. He was my first athlete. And then from there, you know, really cool guy. And then the thing is, I built a really cool relationship with his manager, Sylvester Vest. And from there, Sylvester started plugging me in with other athletes. Because it's a small world for them. You know, they move around their own circle.
And they're gonna trust people that other players trust because they want to keep, like you said, they want to keep a tight circle, and you know, like, oh, this guy's.
I mean, especially like, for example, he gives like a nice ass haircut to Nate Robinson, and he goes to practice, and his boys be like, yo, who cut your hair? You know what I mean? And that's basically where.
Yeah, and I feel like a barber, man, it's like Eric said, it's like a therapy thing. It's like sacred. Once you find that right barber, going to anyone else, bro, it's like, nah, I can't. There's no way.
Yeah, and that's how it started with the Sylvester. And then from there, I started meeting other athletes. And then when I went to Loyalty, I was like really making my life better for myself, you know? And I was like, let me use this to my advantage. And then I started cutting more athletes, and then I started rebuilding my clientele again, you know.
The trust and all that.
Yeah, and then the clientele I wanted, you know, because there's a clientele for every barber, there's a barber for every client.
For sure.
Right? Not everybody will fit for everybody, which is it's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People could come to me and they might not like my cut, which is fine. It's normal.
Don't take it personal.
Don't take it personal.
It's hard to happen, but it happens.
You know? Which is all good, you know. Beginning of my career, yes, I used to get very emotional about it. You know what I mean? But now I'm so deep in, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. But like there's clients that will hit me up, yo, Josh, I'm looking for this cut, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you know what? You know who do a great cut? And I'll refer them to one of my other guys. I'm like, yo, that's sick, bro. Because I feel like Miguel or Pito or anybody, Alberto, Avi, anybody else, all those guys I know for many years, I'm like, yo, that guy, if you want a cool design, go with Pito.
And Avi works with you now, right?
Yeah, he works with us. He's a great guy, very exciting.
Yeah, he showed us love too. I saw him commenting on the picture. He's awesome, man.
He's great.
Talking about referring people and trusting people, I do want to, again, guys, let's pay our bills and make sure our bills
we
are
gotta
paid.
pay some bills, for sure.
Guys, I want to talk real quick about Ivan's Collision Center. A guy I trust from the bottom of my heart. Anything you need, and I said this last week and I'll say it again, he makes your inconvenience convenient. He takes you care from that moment that you crashed your car. Call him first and make sure he takes care of you, because he's going to walk you through the whole process. He's going to take care of all the insurance bullshit for you. He's going to walk you through everything, make sure your car looks brand spanking new. And again, if it's a total, he will walk you through and make sure you get your money as soon as possible.
And again, it's a family business. Family businesses are huge, man.
I am one of his clients. He saved my ass many times. You know what I mean?
I think all three of us.
He's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He's real. You know what I mean? And he's very trustworthy.
A very cool thing too, guys. The building he's in right now is actually the place where he started as a painter, and now he owns that place, and he has his own shop in there.
That's what's up.
So it's really cool. Again, guys, if you want to reach him up, go to his Instagram. You guys could always go to ivan.collision.center, or you guys could also go to 332 Irving Street in Framingham, Massachusetts, and he will always be there for you. Again,
and give us a shout out, guys. Who knows? He might hook you up a little bit.
ivan.collision.center. If you have any inconvenience with your car, not just inconvenience, if you need tints, if you need detail done, anything regarding
paint your car for you.
Yep, anything you need, parts,
he does it all,
aftermarkets, anything like that, he's got your back. All right, moving on.
All right, bro. So coming back to you
connecting with the athletes.
But you taking certain steps and figuring out the best decision for you to reach the greatness and to reach your high potential. So getting back to Loyalty and you cutting these athletes here, and you self-marketing yourself and putting yourself out there, finding the right society, the right community, the right people that you want to be cutting their hair, right? So when was like the first idea of you be like, you know what, now it's time for me to open my first barbershop?
So when I had this bunch of creativity in my mind that just was wanted to get out. Because once you're on the roll, that's when you start believing.
So was it like your clientele list was just like stacking up? You're like, dude, I think I can just do my own thing now.
So like I was like, you know what, it's stacking. If I open a shop, okay, let's say only 40% of my clients come, I'll still be
40%.
I'll still be able to pay rent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So. And then I was doing that. My creativity was blowing up, and then that's when I reached out. I was like, Jonathan, I want to open my spot. This is me being with him about I think 2-3 years or so. And he was like, oh, we built a relationship, and he was like, oh, bro, I really want to stay. And I was like, John, I have so much creativity.
I need to get it out.
I got these ideas, you know what I mean? And you already got your stuff, which is cool. You know, I respect it, but I got my own creativity. So that's when I told him I'm going to start looking for a place. And then if you don't feel like you want me to be here, if I find a place, it's okay. But I'm just letting you know because I have so much respect for you.
You're being real, bro.
Yeah. And it's friends. Like, they want to see you do good. And real friends are going to be like, you know what, man? I see you trying to do your thing, and I'm going to support you.
Yeah. So then I was looking for spots, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then one of my boys hit me up. He's like, yo, this is a barbershop out here in Natick. The barber's leaving. I was like, how you know that? He's like, oh, blah, blah, you got some info. I was like, all right, word. So then I called the real estate company, and then I was like, yo, I heard so-and-so is leaving. And he's like, he is? I was like, yeah, that's what I heard. And then like, let me get back to you. What's your number? So she calls me back. She's like, yeah, he is leaving. I was like, they
she didn't even know. Josh was like, oh, shit, did I fuck something up?
So I was like, so she's like, you want the spot? I was like, word, because it was already a barbershop.
Yeah.
So it was grandfather into the regulations.
She's like, commission locked.
Yeah. So, and then I told my boy Jonathan, I was like, John, I found a spot, and I'm gonna sign. Do you still want me to be here? He's like, yeah. I was like, I'm not gonna talk about this barbershop. I'm gonna be quiet about this barbershop, and
respectful.
You know, I'm gonna be very respectful. And then the only thing that I did create like an Instagram account for the barbershop to kind of give it some hype. Of course. You know what I mean?
Kind of to start it off.
Yeah, but I never spoke about it in the shop.
Yeah.
You know, I respected his clients. I respected my coworkers. I respected a lot of that stuff.
I get you far.
Yeah, and that's something I see in some barbershops. Like some barbers they started grabbing all the clients' numbers, all that stuff. Like if the clients love you, they're gonna follow you.
Yeah.
You don't have to force it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did end up moving to my shop, you know, the clients that I didn't see while I was there before I moved, you know, I built such a good relationship with my coworkers over there. They were quick to be like, yeah, Josh is over there in Natick. It's so place. You know what I mean?
Because you were so real and you're so respectful. Yeah. He was like, I'm gonna make sure I hook this guy up.
Yeah,
too.
So that's what they did, you know, and that's where it comes to being respectful and you know, and just being honest.
Values.
You know?
Yeah. What you put out into this world is what you get back.
Receive,
you know?
Exactly. So, and that's what coming back to when I was transforming to a real man, you know, and getting over addiction and stuff. That's something I focus on. I was like, I'm gonna keep it 100 as much as I can. You know what I mean?
Really far,
I don't want no issue. I don't want no problems.
I've been doing wrong this whole time. It's about time to me to do right.
Exactly. I'm gonna cut this from the roots. I'm gonna, you know, break this curse now. You know what I mean? So
you're gonna create a new story for you.
Exactly. So, and that's what I did. I went to, you know, I opened Titletown, and then now it's called Title City. I had to change the name, but we opened it up. And
so you did change your name.
Did you change it because like that was your own decision, or
no? So I got a cease and desist letter from
from
the Green Bay Packers, from the team. You know, so there was like, hey, we already own that name, Titletown.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
what?
So I had
like they have like a barbershop, or there was just like because it was the Green Bay Packers like football team was just like Titletown.
So you know how Patriots Stadium has a place called Patriots Place?
Yeah.
So they have the same thing. It's called Titletown.
Oh.
They trademarked that shit?
Yeah, I was about to say, it goes back to trademarking. Yeah. Like they were talking,
That is crazy.
So they trademarked it. So then I was like, man, I'm not going to go against $1 billion.
I surrender.
I surrender. So I was like, yo, is Title City cool? He's like, yeah, that's cool. All right. So as soon as I did that, I trademarked it, did everything I had to do. The only thing I forgot to do was get the domain away.
For the website?
Yeah. So then by the time I just slept on the domain.
That's the first thing I did for the hip hop.
Yeah. So you're smart.
I locked it in already in the back.
Because
no one could take it.
So there's people out there, that's how they make money.
Mm-hmm. Selling domains.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they just it's
thousands of dollars, guys.
$1,000. And then
that's crazy.
And there's some sketchy people. What they do is they go and check out domains and find out who owes bills, who hasn't paid their domain rent. You know what I mean?
Collections
so they can take it.
So they could take it, and then you got to buy it.
Holy shit!
From them. You know what I mean? So there's people making millions out of this. So anyhow, so then I had to buy my
I
domain.
might look into that, bro. I ain't gonna-
It's a good hustle. So I had to buy my domain for like $900, which could have been $10, right?
Oh,
From
yeah.
GoDaddy.
Yup.
Had to buy it for $900, and then one of my boys on the shop, he had to buy his domain for like $3,000.
What?
No,
Yeah.
certain websites, depending, dude, you
That
can
is
pay
crazy,
like $100
bro.
grand. For
I mean,
a
it
domain.
depends who you're negotiating with too, because the
Yeah.
person could just be like, they're like, you know what, dude, I'm gonna make this as high as I want. Like,
Yeah,
And the .coms are the most expensive ones.
Yeah.
yeah, those are the most expensive ones. And then and then I had to get the Instagram account, Title City Barbers. I had to switch it, and then somebody had it already. It's probably the same person.
Yup.
You know what I mean? So then, but the cool thing is, right? Since just spit some game to you guys real quick. So what you do is, as long as you got that trademark paper, you just present it to Instagram. Hey, this name is mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
dope.
and Instagram will give you the name.
Whoa.
So it's
Trademark.
trademark.
I didn't know that.
Trademark.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So
Because
once-
you own it. Because
So,
yeah.
so trademarking goes that far into
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
man. That is crazy.
Yeah,
that's good to know, man. I
It's
didn't
like
know
a
that.
patent. It's like a patent when you're
Yeah.
you're basically patenting a name.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
So that's what I did, and then thank God I got the Instagram account, and little by little, and then so you want me to just keep going? How I opened the shop?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you restructured the whole shop?
So no, just the name, but
Honestly, I love Title City, man. I think it
Yeah.
sounds dope.
But that, dude, but not even like the name is amazing, but the actual shop,
The atmosphere in the shop, hell yeah.
I used to cut my hair at that shop, out at the Natick one, bro, and that place was amazing,
Dope.
bro. It was beautiful.
It was.
You know what I mean? It was nice, simple. It was you felt comfortable when you walked
Yeah.
into there.
It was like home.
Let's fast forward a little bit. You decide to open the shops.
Correct.
You took that move, and then you opened one. You opened two.
yeah.
What about those friends from the back, from the struggle days? Did they come back?
Like, did anybody stick around when they saw you kind of improving yourself? Did they want to reflect you? Like, what was that about?
So I try to put one of my boys on, you know. 'cause
That's a big thing. Putting your boys on.
Yeah, I tried to put them on, but it just didn't work. They just wasn't. They didn't want to kick the
It's hard to
bad
help.
habits.
It's hard to help someone that doesn't want to be helped,
You gotta want it.
or you
Yeah.
can't help yourself.
Yeah, you gotta want it. And I tried to put them on, and it didn't work out. But I'm always out here in the streets, and I'm always meeting all my old friends. I'm still talking to them the same way. You know what I mean?
And your wife, she's also in the business as well.
correct.
Right?
Yeah. So once I opened my first shop, we went to my wife's family's from El Salvador, so we went to El Salvador, right, for vacation, and I went to this mall. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this. Have you guys ever been to the malls in Brazil?
Yeah.
Like, only a couple, but yeah.
Okay, the malls, at least the ones I've been to in Brazil, they're way better than the malls.
Oh
here.
yeah, there's much more like activities
Yeah.
and like it's much more. Yeah, it's very different.
They already had supermarkets, movie theaters,
Yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
true. That's crazy.
They only put Wegmans a couple years back.
Literally.
So
Literally, yeah.
I go to the mall in El Salvador in Santa Ana, and I'm there. It's called Metro Centro Mall, and I see this barber shop
in the mall.
in the mall, and I was like, this thing was beautiful. You know what I mean?
Was it big?
Big, beautiful. I was like, what? So then I go in, and I was like, yo, this is awesome. I'm talking to the guys over there. I was like, yo, can I take some pictures? Like, no, you can't do that, bro. Whatever. So I was like, and I see the baker across the mall, the store. I went to the baker, grabbed a coffee, took pictures from there. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, and then just a light
Sneak
bulb
some shots.
went over my head. So then as soon as we got back, I called Natick Mall. Because we all grew up there.
Yeah.
Literally,
You know what I
that's
mean?
where you hang
Mall
out.
rats,
Yeah.
you know?
Bro, that's where I used to go
Friday
and spit
nights.
game, man.
Dude,
That's-
remember that? It was Friday nights. We'd go to the mall and then walk to the movies.
Yeah.
Exactly. And bro, you didn't need much money back then.
No.
It was like $20, $30
Yeah.
would go
Dad,
far.
give me 20 bucks.
$20 would be your whole night. Hell yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
From the
so-
mall to the movies.
Yeah, facts. We just walk.
You get
over there.
$1. You get $1 Arizona. You'd go to the Chinese, get a little $5
Sarku,
box.
Japan.
Literally.
They had that grill, the burger was like $5 with fries.
Yup.
Yeah,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
That was dope.
Those were smacking, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So
I
when
wish that was still a thing.
So when I got back, right? So I called the Natick Mall. I was like, hey, would you guys ever, have the idea of opening a barbershop? She's like, I was about to call a barbershop right now.
What?
She was gonna call another local barbershop to pitch them the idea. Because the mall wanted to focus on service. That's what they're doing now, work on service.
Yeah.
And now after the pandemic, they're bringing more entertainment.
That's why they have like the level 99
Yeah,
and Dave and
the-
Buster's.
yeah.
Yeah, and they're putting a golf thing over there.
Yup.
They're putting a boxing gym over there now.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's crazy.
she's like, all right, let's meet. So we go meet, and then boom, 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 I talk to my pops. And my pops now, he sees me. He sees what I'm doing. You know what I'm
He
saying?
sees you're making the
Which
move.
was that like one of like the happiest things of like doing that whole transition?
Oh,
Was that the
hell
best
yeah.
thing for you, man?
Hell yeah. And then he's like, I call my pops. I was like, yo, Pop, like, I have this opportunity at the mall. What do you think? And then he's like, go for it. Natick Mall is one of the busiest, blah, blah, blah.
Awesome.
You know,
What a fucking game
And
changer.
the spot you got
That
to, like
location,
right in
too.
front of the escalator, right in front of the entrances.
Yeah.
Like,
Food court's right there.
and
Dude.
it used to be a salon there. So
Oh,
now
yeah.
I'm going to another business that was a salon. So now I'm grandfathered in. When I say grandfathered in is because,
Clients are still gonna go back. Yeah.
like, no. So like, let's say this was a salon and I'm bringing a barbershop.
Yep.
So I don't have to go through the whole process of like
the licensing and all that.
and stuff like that.
And it was already a setup for barbers. So it was the chairs and yeah.
So I didn't have to restart this new licensing because everything was already there. So it was very easy, an easy transition.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Sort of say.
The what?
Sort of say like
Yeah.
an easy transition
Yes,
because you
Still a big
you
business.
pimped that place out.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was like crazy money over there.
I know, but that was like wow,
And your
bro.
vision in all your shops, when I see
It's
it's
so
it's
dope.
so clean and just precise, and it's just
I'm not even gonna lie. Like you told me that it was a salon before right now. I didn't even know.
Yeah, it was Delarios.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but when you walk into the mall now, you know there's a barber right there, man. That shit's popping out.
It's dope, yeah.
So then when I spoke to my father about it, he's like, da-da-da. He's like, Junior, can I partner with you?
wow.
And I was like, hell yeah. Like,
He sees the vision.
Yeah.
Dude, you went from your father losing his trust,
Yeah.
all that, to now you just proving to him every day with not words,
Uh-huh.
but with your actions, with your work ethic, with your discipline, with everyone's around you, that now to the point that he wanted to partner up with you.
Correct.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So, and then my wife, she was a principal at a school, but she just over it.
Tired of these kids.
You know?
Kids.
So
Especially nowadays.
I was like, babe, you know what? Just come with me. Just
Let's blow this thing up.
Let's do this. I need your help at the mall. It's a big organization. And then I had Natick Center. I already have a person at the time I trusted, and then let's give him a manager role, whatever, and let's build a barbershop. And then my father partnered, and then my wife came, and then my sister was just graduating college, so I was like, yo, Steph.
Keep it in the fam.
Yeah, I was like, Steph, you know what you want to do? She was like, not yet. I was like, all right, come, let's help
Why you
me out.
figured that out?
Yeah.
Come work with me.
Let's figure this out
Yeah.
together. You know, so and then now she's a big part of the team. She's just a big.
That's so
she takes
dope.
care of all the back end stuff, and then my wife does. And the cool thing is, we're still learning. We know we're 5 shops deep in now, but we're still learning
Every
a lot
day.
of stuff. And I'm always learning every day the business side of things. You know how to. You know, before it was just like I wanted everybody to make so much money, and then all of a sudden everybody was making so much money, but the business wasn't. You know what I mean? So I had to
Yeah.
figure out numbers.
You got to balance it.
Yeah, I was never a numbers guy. You know, I was, I was
just-
more artist. More
Yeah,
you know?
You're hands on. Let's get it done.
Yeah. And then my father, he's the numbers guy. You know what I'm saying? So that
Because he's a business owner. He was doing, like you said, the cleaning company and the restaurant, so he kind of already had the idea for that.
exactly.
So you started kind of like sourcing parts of the business out to the right people.
Yeah. So my father will be the numbers. I'll be okay. Let me be more quality control because I understand cutting hair. I understand how to talk to people, how to communicate with people. I know what to say, when not to say. You know. So I was like,
The networking.
yeah, let me deal with that. And then since my wife, very smart woman, she's really good with the numbers, with the papers, with putting things, understanding how to write certain things. And my sister also, a college grad, all this stuff. So I was like, let's have them do that, and that's how we've been doing. And then of course sometimes we mix it up with the jobs, but I always leave certain responsibilities. Like Stephanie, she runs certain shops, and then the barbers come, yo, Josh, like, yo, talk to Steph. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to overstep her.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
hell
saying?
yeah.
Because
That's
we
dope.
still
That's good.
respect each other in that way.
Everyone has their roles.
Everybody has their roles.
And it's cool how you give her, that
Opportunity to lead.
opportunity and that power and that role. She probably feels very important as well.
Yeah, and then she does great, and she's doing great with the barbers, and she's doing great with the business, and and like it's a family. Everybody trusts. And right now we have her boyfriend on too, Yoel. He's
Man, I love that dude, bro.
I didn't grow up with him, but throughout high school, me and him wrestled
Yeah.
together, and I know him really well. That guy's awesome, man.
He was telling me that. So and then now he's helping out with the Alston shop in the Brookline, and
That's dope.
and then the Newton sometimes. So
Man, the best part of that is keeping it in the family because it's
Yeah.
like that, you can really trust everyone and everyone's gonna get it done.
And it's not easy, guys. You know
It's
what I'm saying? It's like you know.
Shit, I work with my dad, man. It's
nice.
Dude, honestly, I love that man to death. But when it's business time, bro, sometimes we go at it, man.
Yeah.
It ain't easy, but I'm truly blessed to be working with him.
And at the end of the day, you guys could yell at each other, but you guys are still good.
When we get home, it's just like dad and son.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean.
My dad and we got in an argument one time, and then next day I call him to apologize. I was like, hey, Dad, hey, man, Mexican, how you doing? Da-da-da. I was like,
it was like nothing
Dad.
happened.
Yeah, I was like, damn. So he's like, just shut up. Shut up. He's like,
Morreu.
Okay, what are we going to do about this situation?
Finding solutions, not problems.
Yeah.
Josh, we have a lot of people here in the chat, man. Just simply thanking you for being so real and being so, again, raw about everything you're putting out there. And not only that, being so vulnerable about your story, man, and truly pointing out the real things that, again, some people don't even feel the courage to talk about, and people really appreciate that.
Do they have any questions they want to?
Yeah, I have a question here. Someone's asking, Josh, throughout the whole journey, what is a lesson that you learned that you carry out with you?
Treat people good. You know what I mean? Just take care of people. Treat people good. You know, if you take care of them, they're gonna take care of you. Yeah, there's gonna be some assholes out there.
For sure.
You know,
For trying to take advantage of that.
But let God take care of that. You know,
Facts.
Yeah, let God take care of that, and just be smart about it. You know, but take care of people, take care of them. They're gonna take care of you. They'll take care of your business, and the business, you know, take care of everything. It's a circle.
A quote from Woodrow Wilson, bro. Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah. Simple, right?
That's something that I carried my whole life.
I'll never
bro.
forget that. That was always the thing they pushed a lot.
I see this. I'm in the car field. I'm in the car business.
I seen that.
Yeah, so I'm a
you got it like a white.
SQ5.
SQ5,
Yeah, I had the GTR before that. But dude, freaking like just talking to people and how I talk about training my guys whenever I talk about sales, right? And I tell everyone, always treat everyone amazingly. Always treat everyone like they're the most important people in front of you, because today,
because they are. It's just, you know, that's what makes it happen.
But just not that, man. Today, that person, you might not know them.
Yeah.
But a year from now, you might pop in front of that person again, and you might rely on them, and they're gonna know that you treated them well when you didn't need them.
Yeah, you
so
don't,
now when
don't
you
burn
need
bridges.
them, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't know where this person's gonna go. All of a sudden, you're gonna need this person. You're gonna
Exactly.
You're gonna need this person to finish a deal.
Yeah.
Also, you treat that person, but they're gonna break that deal. Who you trying to? Just certain things like that.
Like you said, it could be the make or break moment.
Yeah, you know. So always treat people great, man.
Lena goes, Josh, I don't know if your wife likes jewelry, but I definitely know a girl.
She is a friend of ours that works at Tiffany's.
Yes. So send to the information, my DM.
Oh, there you go, Lena. Shoot your
my
shot.
wife's DM is Jenny Title City.
Okay, look at that.
At Jenny's Title City.
That's
Guys,
awesome.
talking about services, we're trying to get that special glow. We're trying to get that special tan. We got Stay Golden by XD. Jenny Souza runs that beautiful business, straight out of a gym.
Yo, speaking of that, I've been looking pale.
Yo, we literally brought that up before.
Yo, that's some Massachusetts weather shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When it's like, snowy outside, you don't have as much sunlight, man. JP put the lights out here. We're like, nah, break it down, bro.
Turn it down.
So you're talking about, looking good. That's your thing, right? Services and making people look good about themselves. And
Look good,
bringing
feel good, man.
That self-esteem up. And the same thing is tanning, guys. So,
Yeah,
tanning by Stay by Golden XD, straight out of 420 Maple Street, Marlboro, Massachusetts. If you want to hit her up on Instagram, it's Stay Golden by XD. Jenny's our girl, entrepreneur, started from the bottom. And
she knows what she's doing.
She does.
She's an awesome girl, man.
She's an awesome girl. She will let you know, skin tone wise. She'll give you advice.
And
all
she
that.
doesn't only offer tanning. She does like a lot of it's like the jewelry for your teeth,
the gems,
and,
the teeth
teeth
gems.
whitening, and just ask her, guys. Hit her up on Instagram and see what she can offer for you. And I'm sure she'll be super grateful to have you guys talk to her.
Yeah.
Josh, I did a little funny thing here for you that it's pretty interesting. I mean, I saw this in other people doing this, and I thought it was very interesting just to kind of really understand your fruit, like how your brain works and how you think about things, right? I want to throw in maybe 3 quotes, and I want to throw in maybe about 4 words, and I want you to say maybe what was the first things that come to your mind when I say these things.
Okay.
You up for it?
Yeah, let's see if I think.
That's like, damn, hold up. No pressure.
There are no shortcuts to any place worth going.
So you want him to say like a word?
Like,
for
yeah,
that?
what do you think when I say that? Well, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Facts, like what's up?
So there's no shortcuts.
The quote is, there are no shortcuts to any place worth going.
Which is true. You can't cut corners. If you start cutting corners, it's not gonna. It will happen for that moment, but it won't
It won't continue. It won't last.
It won't be fruitful.
Yeah, it was like you said. The big turning point for you was like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest 100% all the time because that's what's gonna take me far.
Yeah, and then it's something like this: the straightforward road is not always the right road to take. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to go through the bumps to get to the right place.
The road less traveled.
This one relates to you 100%. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Everybody got a past. You know what I mean? So you can't dictate anybody with the situation, but you could turn it around. Oh, yeah. You just got to have willpower. You know, and sometimes willpower requires help. You know, you need to find that help.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't do it alone.
You can't. You know, I couldn't grow my business if it wasn't for my family.
Yeah. You know? Would you say that's what like influenced you the most to really like show out and become the man you are today? Like your family.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because a lot of people are like, oh, Josh this, Josh that. I'm like, bro. My family.
If I didn't have these people behind me, man.
Yeah, if I didn't have the support of my family, I wouldn't be at 5. I would probably be at some couple shop. I wouldn't be at 5 shop.
Man, that shows how humble you are, bro. It really shows how humble you are. How you kind of opened the curtain and you showed that, you know, there's more people to it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? There's more people that, you know, but not, you know, believed in the dream as well. And you know, is over here in the back fighting for it.
It's not just Josh Pereira, man.
Yeah.
There's a huge team behind you.
And besides your family too, like, I'm sure like all the barbers work for you. They consider you like family as well.
Yeah, so you know, my coworkers, you know, that will helps the business drive. You know, so having a solid team, have everybody, you know, at least trying to get along, because nobody's ever gonna get along, right? Because everybody got different personalities.
For sure.
Yeah.
And the way that you, let's say, promote, and the way that you show your team as well, bro, it shows how you believe in them and their dreams as well. You know what I mean? Like you believe in their talent, you know, and that's probably why they really like you. You know, they really stick around.
Yeah. After the day that we posted that we were gonna have you on as an interview, so many of your barbers showed us so much love, bro. Yeah. Like it was so dope. It was so dope.
I have one more for you. Money can't buy happiness.
It helps.
That shit paid the bills.
You never see nobody quiet in a Lamborghini, that's for sure.
What are your thoughts on that? It can go towards it or against it. I just want to hear what's your thoughts on it.
Money can't buy happiness, but that shit paid the bills.
It helps, yo. That's what he said.
It helps, bro. You know, like it won't solve every problem. You know,
it makes things easier.
Yeah, it makes things easier. You could get the help you want with money.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
If you're having problems, you could get a therapist. You know what I'm saying? You could figure those things out. But yeah, not money. Money's not the most important thing.
Josh, I have a question for you, my friend. So going back to your dark days and looking at where you are right now, man, I'm talking about 5 barbershops open, man. You know, when you were back there, could you see all this shit happening? Did you
have that vision like, dude, this is gonna happen?
Like, did you see yourself owning 5 barbershops?
No, I didn't. What broke that vision was when I was ready to go on my own, and then I was talking to my father before he partnered with me with the mall. I was like, at first, I just wanted to get a little studio. You know, these like this.
Yeah. Just do your thing.
Just do my thing. And my dad's like, you want to be like these old school Italian guys, 70 years old, cutting hair, with your back all hurting and your feet hurting? Don't you want to create jobs? Don't you want to give people opportunities? Don't you want to do that? I was like, yeah. I was thinking in my house, I don't want to deal with the headache. You know what I mean?
Because being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, that's why you get paid the big bucks.
So then I go talk to my pastor. I was like, yo, pastor, I'm ready to go on my own. I already cut some athletes, but he's like, you think that's not what God has planned for you. You know, God has a plan for you for bigger. He has a plan for you to give people opportunities, to give people jobs, and to help people.
Wow.
You know, you can't just hold that just to yourself. You know what I mean? You can't keep all this information to yourself. You know, all this stuff you learn and everything you want to do to yourself. And I was like, yo, but I think I'm all set, pastor. And he was like, nah. He's like, this, what you're doing is nothing. It's little.
You're going to change lives.
There's a bigger picture to it.
There's a bigger picture. So those two people were like, all right, let me go off and really do my thing.
That's dope.
Did I answer the question?
Yeah,
hell yeah, that was awesome. That was
you
perfect.
killed it, bro. You
So
killed it.
I actually have a question too before we continue. I want to know, man, like because you're grinding every day. Like I remember talking to you this week, and you were so busy with everything. Like you're always moving around the different shops. You said quality control and everything. What's your morning routine, man? What like is the motivation for you to get up in the morning? And what do you do to like start your day to just like get everything going and moving?
Oh, so I wake up around 6-ish, and then whatever, just hit the shower. And the shower is one of the most important places for me. That's where I really think. You know what I mean? I'm really
Problem
thinking.
solving.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, what I'm going to solve today?
Yeah, I do that on the toilet.
So they say men spend about 7 hours a year in the toilet or something. Like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't doubt it. That's true.
Yeah.
You're just like
double that time for me, bro.
So yeah, then I go, make my coffee, make my tea, whatever. Drink a big bottle. I always try to drink a bottle of water before that, and then I hop in my car. And then I put a good podcast, or I put some worship music,
love it.
or I put like some Bible studies type of thing, and then that's my peace time, and I talk to God in my car. That's when I talk to Him about my issues, or I try to figure out what I'm gonna do. I ask Him for help, and praise Him too at the same time, and just thank Him for everything He has done in my life, and my family, and the family of my barbers.
Just gratitude.
So yeah, I just give gratitude and tell Him He's the Alpha and Omega of my life. So that's usually the routine, and I get at work, and I hug everybody.
That's what starts off your day.
It starts off my day.
That's dope, man.
And I hug everybody, talk to the barber. How's last night? You good? How's everything? You good? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you actually care, man. That's what makes it different.
You get on that personal level. With
I do, because I'm a barber too. I'm behind the chair just like they are. You know what I mean? I'm still grinding.
Yeah.
I'm still behind the chair. I'm still dealing with people end of the day.
And that's probably why you still be cutting hair till today.
Yeah.
This thing too, because you love it. It's like you're not just gonna stop doing it just because you got 5 shops now. Like you're like, dude, I want to cut hair too. That's my passion.
I'm still young. I still got the strength. I'm passionate for it.
Yeah.
I love talking to people. I love learning from people. Every day I'm learning from my barbers. I'm learning from my clients. So I still love what I do. End of the day,
Thomas Hayes is asking, Josh, do you have recommendations of any podcast that you might be listening to that I could also go through?
Yeah. So I do a lot of religious, a lot of Christian podcasts. So let me see here. Grab my phone real quick.
Yeah. I want to give a quick shout out real quick because I do have a friend that me and Eric grew up with. Their podcast is targeted a lot towards the Christian community, and they showed us mad love too. And I think it's the Greatest Choice podcast. So you guys check them out too. They're super dope.
Check them out, man. Those guys have I actually saw a video clip, a reel of them on Instagram, just spitting facts.
Hell yeah, man! They spit some heavy words, and definitely check them out, guys. If you want to find yourself more in the path of religion and just connecting yourself more with God.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have this one. It's called Through the Bible by Pastor Nate. He's out of Los Angeles. Pretty good. It's called Through the Bible. And then for you entrepreneurs and people trying to figure things out, this one's called Eventual Millionaire.
Eventual Millionaire.
Yeah,
I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, she's really good. She talks to a lot of entrepreneurs who are millionaires, who are small businesses.
On the grind.
Yeah, there's so many types of business, and you learn a lot.
Damn, I'm taking that one down.
Yeah, she's actually from Maine, and she lives in Texas now. And then for you salon beauty owners, there's one called Grow My Salon. This one, actually, I took a course with him, is Anthony Whittaker. He's really good. And those are just 3. I don't try to overload myself.
Yeah.
I try to stick to a couple of things I like, and I like to move slow, so I don't like to overwhelm myself.
I can see something that a big part of your journey too is that you invest in yourself a lot, from what I can see. Courses, certifications, and not just that, like self-improvement. And how big is that in your life? It's
very important. I'm not perfect. I still have my flaws. I still do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's how you learn, right?
Yeah. So it's just like, but I'm striving.
But you noticing that you still do those stuffs is, it helps you grow.
Yeah, it helps me grow, and I get,
taking myself into accountability. You know what I mean? Those things are very important.
Man up.
Man up. Yeah, man exactly. Up.
And so I'm always, like I have clients sit in my chair and I see certain things they do, and I ask, I see they're successful certain things. How you do this? How you do that?
Awesome.
I'm always picking people's brain. Even people that just got out of barber school. I'm like, yo, I watch them do certain things. Like, yo, that's pretty cool.
Innovations.
How you do that?
Yeah.
So I'm always trying to improve myself because I want to do great. I want to be a good example for people. I want to be a great example for my kids. You know, I want them to learn everything. You know, like my son, my oldest boy, Josh, was in barber school right now.
I was about to ask that.
No way.
Isn't your son following your footsteps?
He's following your footsteps.
Yeah, he's in barber school right now. So he told me, he's like, Dad, I don't know what I want to do for college, so I'm going to try this barber thing out. And he's an artist, you know, and then let's see from there. I was like, it's great because with this job opportunity.
Is that Luca?
No, Joshua.
Joshua?
Yeah, with that job opportunity, you could go work at anywhere in the world. You could cut hair anywhere in the world. You know what I mean? And then eventually figure out what you want.
Especially if you hone your craft.
Correct.
Yeah, you can travel. It all depends on how you market yourself, man. You know, there's this dude. He's all tatted up. I don't know if you've seen him on social media. That he like stops people on the.
Oh yeah. He stops them
people
like
on
just
the
walking. He's like, hey, you want a free haircut real quick, and then he'll just talk to them.
Ask them about their life goals and everything. He just gets into it, and that's how he basically blew up. And just. He started traveling, just cutting hair. It's truly amazing, bro. It's truly inspiring.
Talking about having a fun time as well, which we just mentioned that here again, take self-improvement, but also always having a fun time, having that, you know, VELO vodka, woman-owned brand vodka.
Women owned,
Nice,
man.
nice.
Dude,
Yeah, bro.
Mom and daughter worked very hard to this, partner up with an awesome distillery. Yep. And they put together this awesome vodka with electrolytes already in it. And if you guys are ever trying to have that awesome drink, where's that orange juice?
Very smooth,
I need that
bro.
OJ. Where's that OJ? Let me make a quick drink here
It's
right now.
very smooth, bro.
And not only that, you get fucked up and you get the electrolytes at the same time.
Stay hydrated.
I'm gonna make a little OJ with VELO here. You guys can continue.
Bro, so are we gonna do the giveaway or what's up?
Oh yeah, we
I
do
was
have a
saving that
giveaway.
for
Actually.
last. We have an awesome giveaway going out, Josh. We got the sweater. We also got the hat going out for some of our merch.
And there's a
merch.
$100 gift card with it.
Yo, speaking of merch, guys,
Yes.
I know a lot of people. They saw it on the first episode, the merch. They went crazy for them. They started asking, you know, where can I buy it? Guys, they will be available very, very soon. We're just trying to figure things out. In terms of our website and all that stuff.
And also talking about that, give a quick shout out to our partners that provide us this merch. R&V Personalizations. It's another family-owned business. It's a father and his sons that run it, literally right next door to our studio over here. And this guy has showed us love from the beginning, and he provides us all this, guys. He doesn't, like I said, it's a partnership, and we always tell him, like, dude, we'll pay, we'll help out, whatever it is, but he literally does not take it. He just shows us so much love, man, and he sees our vision, and he wants us to be at the top.
Yeah, speaking of, people seeing our vision, you know what I mean? It's just thank you for all our sponsors, man. Before we said this the first episode, Josh, before we even started putting a video out, we pitched this idea and this vision to people, and they believed in us. And they're ready, they jumped on the train, man.
It was a big motivator.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And guys, we really were very, very grateful for you. And we actually locked another one in today.
Like literally like this morning.
This morning. I actually want to talk about it real quick too. If you need that extra security and to happen today. So where's my wallet?
And to speak of that, guys, it goes to show you how if you kind of step out of your comfort zone a little bit, it'll give you opportunities. Because Richie literally he kind of just threw it out there. He's gonna tell you guys a story, but it was a super cool situation.
So I hit up Bill Jenkins to come in and give me a quote for our place, and this guy sees our studio, sees our production, I showed him our videos, and he goes, "Man, what you guys have going on here is awesome." And I was like, man, we're open for partnerships. We're open for sponsorships. I know ADT is a huge company. Not only that, you guys help keep multiple families and multiple businesses safe. So he goes, "Rich, let's do a partnership. For anyone who wants ADT, just give a call to Bill Jenkins. His number is 248-808-2086. I'm gonna say that number very slow again. 248-808-2086. ADT rep Bill Jenkins. He will hook you up. Use the code ADTHIP, and he will give you guys the best prices. We're talking about up to $500 off of discounts.
Let's go.
And they're very good. Like, he came in super smooth. We scheduled everything for him. He's gonna come tomorrow and install the security in our whole studio. So
Guys, we got the quote today. We have the whole installation coming in at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
super cool guy, man. He did everything perfect for us.
So again, another thing too, don't try doing anything funny because we got cameras, we got everything in there.
That's what's up.
You guys keep chatting. I'm gonna start getting the giveaway ready. And then as soon as
I
I'm
actually
ready
want
for
to check
that,
out if we have any more questions on the chat.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
I could give out a gift card too if you guys want.
Oh,
For haircut.
y'all heard that first. Should we make that part with like the hat maybe, or
Well, so we're
yeah, second place?
Second place got that hat and the gift card.
There you go, guys. Title City offering
Title
up.
City,
That's
baby.
dope. Thank you, Josh.
No problem.
Are they gonna personally get a haircut from you?
I don't know. Let's see how the skip. All the barbers are great, though.
Yeah.
All the barbers are great,
Bro, but like I said, you kind of keep kind of like the same concept throughout like all the barbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like styles. I'm talking about like kind of building up the place.
Yeah.
You kind of keep it like you have kind of one style thing, right?
Yeah. So I did that on purpose because I want to make sure everywhere every client goes, they feel at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that same home. You know, so if they go to the Nick Mall, if they go to Austin, they go to whatever,
They feel the same.
it's the same aesthetics. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
the same
yeah, I
structure. We in Portuguese we say padrão.
See,
You know,
I see
so
that.
so I created that because I have a mentor. Actually, he's in Brazil. His name is Sil Elias, and the guy's huge. He's humongous.
the only reason I know about him is because you always post him when he comes here and
Yeah.
he does his
Yeah,
ceremonies.
he comes here, right?
Yeah.
One of my boys, he actually came here. One of my boys is here. He said that he's
Kyle.
Amazing.
yeah, it's
I
Kyle.
call
Yeah,
Kyle.
yeah.
So I was like, yo, Kyle. Kyle always comes through whenever I call. Kyle's actually the first guy that moved the barber chairs into my first shop.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Shout out
I was
Kyle.
cutting his hair, and I was like, and the people called, yo, we got your chairs here, and I was like, damn, and I was like, I can't leave the shop. I have mad clients that
Some
day.
heavy ass chairs. Too.
Heavy ass chairs. I was like, yo, Kyle.
Try to help me out.
Can you help me out, bro? Can you go move? And then I had somebody else over there.
Real one.
So
I
he
gotta
came through.
remember that.
Yeah, so
I
he
don't
came
know.
through. He went over there, moved the chairs for me and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I always see him randomly, and he's always been the
Nah,
same.
bro, Kyle's a cool ass
Yeah,
dude.
he's
man.
good shit, yeah.
He's someone to keep around.
Uh-huh.
Honestly,
So actually, guys, we have a cool question here, and it was stemming off of what I was gonna ask. Josh, what's next for you, man? Like, what are you?
bro,
what are you?
what a fucking good question, man.
What
I
are
was
you
gonna ask
planning?
this.
And the question here in the chat was they're asking about if you could open another shop. So like, what's next? Not just for the barbershop, but you have any other business ventures you're thinking about? Anything that's in the works right now?
Yeah, definitely open a couple shops. See, I like what we're doing. We're creating jobs. We're giving opportunities to people to work in a professional environment. So we like the idea. My dad's really hip into it. He's the one that really pushes
Get
that.
hip.
Get hip, boy.
We do have like a product line, hairline, and that's something I want to. We've been having for years.
Give that a shout out real quick. Let everybody know what's that about.
It's so we have like pomade. It's called Title City pomade. I'm gonna rename it just Title,
Yeah.
so it's universal, and then it's not really too
Title
attached.
pomade.
Yeah, it's not really
And that's
attached.
like kind of like the gel thing.
Yeah, gel.
Yeah.
We have beard oil, all that stuff. So that's commerce is big.
Huge.
Yeah.
After the pandemic, it's like it's.
I'm
huge.
actually in the e-commerce.
Yeah, it's
in the field.
You need to have some type of store.
Yeah.
in e-commerce.
Yeah.
And that's something I just haven't had time. And Yoel's doing that right now too. And I asked him if you could educate me more on it.
Oh yeah, bro. Once you get a hang of that, it really pops off. Honestly. So when you say your right now your future goals is opening a little bit more stores. Are you thinking about keeping it more local, or are you thinking about spreading it out to the U.S. or?
So I talk to my wife all the time because my boys and my little daughter they're getting big, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let's let them grow and finish high school and blah blah blah. And I told her like I want to open a shop in Florida. I want to go to Fort Lauderdale, Miami, or
Yeah.
something, while I still have the strength, and create that buzz out there. And I want to take it over there. A lot of people asked us to partner with us and franchise with them, but right now I like my family business. I like
Yeah.
helping my family, and but one thing I could probably do, I'll probably franchise with my barbers. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
That's dope. That
Not-
is dope.
Not with outside, with my barbers. They already work there. They understand the business, and that's something that I'll love for them if that's something they will be willing to
Wanna be
ride
part
with.
of, yeah.
be part of.
And it's cool too because you know them already, right? So you kind of have
Yeah.
on that personal level, you can trust them.
And they understand the structure of the business.
Yeah.
And it works. And it could always get better. I'm always listening to the ideas, what they tell me. Yo, Josh, we should do this. All right, cool. Let me digest this. Let me figure this out. And then we could meet somewhere in between with this
Yeah.
idea, So, that's something I'll love to do with my barbers, and then, partner with them, and not really outside. Not, at least that's my idea.
Yeah.
Things could change.
For sure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you never know. God gives you things you never know.
Yeah, so.
But that just it goes back to like you saying that like how you believe in your own your own barbers as well. The people you bring in.
That's dope, man.
Are you guys hiring or? No, not like the people that
just for people listening.
the people that are that are listening.
Any barbers in the chat?
Any
Anybody
barbers,
you've heard all the moves he made.
I have a friend. We call him Louis. He just started cutting hair right now. So you never know who's listening. People that want to maybe join your dream as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you are hiring or anything.
We always hiring.
Yeah.
We always hiring.
Hiring good people.
Yeah, I'm always talking to barbers. I'm always networking. I'm always building relationships with them.
If I was a barber, bro, I would love to work at one of your shops.
Hell yeah.
And then we get a lot of requests for people to work with us. And then sometimes, like, if we don't have space, I'm always refer them to other shops that I know. I refer a lot of barbers to other shops, and I'll call the owners because I try to keep a relationship with the owners.
It goes back to networking. It's like people are going to put you in the right place, and once you give them that opportunity, they can send it back to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
So there's actually a really cool question here. And Richie, I want you to come back real quick just to help us out with this one. So this is from Lena, another question. She said, all four of you guys, what is the biggest lesson that we took from 2022? The year 2022. What is the biggest lesson?
You want me to go first?
Doesn't matter. Whoever.
Man, the biggest lesson for 2022 for me is believing in myself, believing in my capabilities. I was a person that kind of put myself down a lot. Didn't really believe I can do the things that I'm doing today. So yeah, believing more in myself.
But I think for me, it was 2022. Definitely, it showed me who the real people in my life were, who stuck around in certain situations. These guys right here, people that, like I said, man, going back to like friends holding you accountable and people putting you in the right place. I just saw who was there for me, who was telling me like things I needed to hear, man, telling me like, Andre, you got to do this different, you got to do this different, and just holding me accountable for every action I was taking. And I think that was probably the biggest thing I took 2022 is having the people that love you the most, keeping it like you don't have to know all these people. It's just keeping a small circle and knowing who's there for you, who's really there for you.
I let go of certain things that it's out of your control.
Nice.
So that was one of the things that hit me.
Hell yeah, that's a good one.
2022 for me was mostly the biggest thing I learned was mental growth and just like focusing on my mental health and noticing that sometimes, man, that rush of just work, and just worrying about your financial life, and just worrying about the money is not everything. Like, yes, that's a big part. It helps. It makes your life great. But your mental health is very important, man. Your mental health will destroy your family. Your mental health will, if it's not in the same place, it's going to destroy your job. It's going to destroy everything. So it goes back to what I said. Like this podcast is about maintaining a balance within every aspect of your life. Yeah. And mental health is a huge. In 2022, I just really wanted to focus on just growing mentally more and more, and noticing that depression is a real thing. That being.
I love that we brought that up, man. That was big.
It's real, man. I went through it, and I went through times where I was deep in a hole, and just we all have what they say is what do you call it, like buried bones, right? That sometimes those bones, you're just carrying them with you. And the baggage, that it's heavy. It gets heavy, and 2022 was just a year that I just wanted to truly just find out what that baggage was.
Hell yeah. Good shit, boys.
So guys, do you want to do some like final questions and just kind of get to the giveaway?
I think we can definitely start rolling the giveaway.
Yeah, let's do the giveaway, bro.
So real quick before we do the giveaway, I just actually want to.
It's getting late. We work in the morning. Shit get serious tomorrow.
Is there anything we haven't covered, man, that you want to just give out to the listeners? Anything you want people to just to hear? Whatever you want to say.
Just what we spoke about, mental health, like you were talking about. Just get the help, man. Whoever it is, your church. Your pastor, or try and find outside. If you don't trust that much people, try and find outside help, or even hit me up. It's all good. Hit me up on Instagram.
What's your Instagram? Huh? What's your Instagram?
I am Josh Pereira.
Very easy. Yeah. I am Josh Pereira.
And guys, if you need like slide in our DMs too, we'll gladly share the page with you guys.
Yeah.
So very excited for this one, guys. RV Productions actually went.
So let me. So RV, like I said, the guys partnering up with us. They give us dope stuff, and they actually blessed us today too, Josh.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Got a little present for you,
yeah,
my guy.
yeah.
So here you go. This one's for you, man.
Oh, dope.
There you go, my friend.
Appreciate you,
Open
guys.
it up.
Little
Open it up.
something.
Open it up.
A little some. You know what I mean?
Hopefully you like it, man. We got it because you can put your coffee in there. Do you, I don't know if you still drink or anything, but whatever you want, liquid, any liquid, it'll go in there.
I drink now.
Word.
Yeah.
That morning
Oh,
coffee. would be great.
jeez. Thank you. Appreciate you. That's what's
So
up.
it's a nice custom cup, guys.
That's
It's like
dope,
a
man.
little Yeti. Got the nice Title City logo on it and
Yeah,
everything.
in the back, we got the Hip Podcast logo on it as
Oh,
well.
this is dope.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
And we make sure you won't lose it because we also engraved your name on the
Yeah,
top.
on the top.
Get
yeah.
out of here.
So nobody can steal that.
You guys are awesome, man. This is dope, bro.
Oh yeah, my guy.
Man, honestly, bro, we thank you so much for coming in.
I appreciate that.
Just giving these people the knowledge and the experience as well, man. It's basically what I got from all this, bro, is just never give up.
Yeah.
Never give up because there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. What I could take away from this was family. God is the base for where you need to be in life, man, because it really puts things into perspective. And family and God, especially being going to church and talking to someone, is a big thing. So I think God, talking to him and thanking him for everything, it puts you in the right place. It makes you happy and grateful for what you have. So everyone, like, I know not everyone's super religious, but just talk to somebody. Even like, just if you don't believe in whatever religion you believe in, you know there's a higher power out there that blesses you every day and that watches over you. So just, if you don't want to talk to somebody, talk to him, and I'm sure he'll get you through it.
Shama.
Giveaway! All right, so first place we have Hip Sweater with a $100 gift card.
And newly added to the list, second place,
Dude, honestly,
podcast hat and a gift card for a haircut at Title City Barbershop.
Can I win?
Did you comment?
Nah.
All right, I'm gonna go to the camera real quick, and we're gonna go and press find winners so we can find out who are the two people that won this. All right.
Let's do it.
They gotta be on the live chat too, right?
Yeah, you do. You gotta be on the live.
We're watching you.
So guys, if you have any last minute questions too, shoot them right now. If anything for Josh, for me, for Eric, for Richie, just let us know. We're about to wrap up a little bit, and yeah, just let's see
Eric,
what you
the
guys got.
craziest rooster.
Zero.
What we got?
And the winner is
Place Bruno Da Silva.
Oh, shout out to boy Bruno. is he on the
Hold on,
live?
let me write that down. Yo, Bruno, you live? Comment right now, bro, so we can make sure, dog.
Bruno, eat ya.
Just because you are a boy, that don't mean you about to just get.
Don't think we're gonna slip you a freaking free gift. You better be on live, bro.
Second place.
Yup, that's Bruno. That's Bruno. He's in there.
Oh yeah, Bruno.
Wait, was that first or second?
He's first place.
Man, dude, I love Bruno so much. We gotta bring him on the pod
Yo,
too.
Bruno, I love you, bro. Thanks for showing love, man. You're always here for
Some
us.
more chatting real quick, and just give me 5 more minutes for the second place.
Yeah, you're good. You're
Five
good,
more
you're good.
minutes.
Yo, guys, questions. We got any questions in the chat? Yo, just throw some dubs in the chat
Yo,
for this
Bruno
episode,
really
man.
won. Dude, he wins everything.
Yo, he does, bro.
He wins
every
everything,
giveaway,
bro. What
him,
the-
him and Brian.
Oh man, this guy.
Scass.
Scash.
Any questions, guys? Give us some questions to ask.
Guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today was a good one. What a good episode today, man. Honestly.
All right, we have a question from the one and only Tyler Rebello.
Who's that?
All right, so she asked us, "What's the best piece of advice you received from someone?" Oh, wait. What's the best piece of advice you received from someone? What was the worst piece of advice you received from someone?
Damn, bro. That's
Honestly, that's a hard one.
a bad question.
So actually, I think for me, it's funny to say because this is back in third grade. Eric knows the story. Yo, don't laugh. I was a walker back in the day, and that means like I'm making me sound like I'm a zombie or something. But I used to walk home because I live close to the school. But I was walking home one day and I got hit by a car. So luckily, God saved me that day, and I didn't get hurt. Everything went fine. But the next day in school, my third grade teacher, it was because I was being stupid, messing around, like just doing stupid things. And she said something to me that sticks to me to this day. And she said, "Think before you move," and that's something that's of advice that's kind of been good for me and always.
You didn't see that car, bro?
Bro, I was being a dummy, and if I told you the whole story, guys, like, I'm not. Yo, it was not a good situation. But I was safe, guys. I didn't get hurt.
right. Second place.
Second place.
Come on.
Second place. What happened? What happened?
Give you another second.
Oh, jeez. Come on, Richie. So you want to go back on that?
You gotta pay for that shit.
For the second one.
I'm dead. Isn't there a free one for that, bro?
Yo, bro, but damn, nah, I don't know. That was a pretty hard question, bro. Honestly,
You can think of anything, Josh?
I think the worst advice for me is when people say go with your heart. You know
Why is that?
Because the heart enganoso.
É demais. Enganoso, when he says that, it'll fool you guys.
Yeah, so think like your teacher.
Think before you move. Yeah, my third grade teacher.
Think, you know what I mean, before you go with your emotions.
yeah.
You know,
Be logical.
Yeah, because emotions could get out of control.
That's so true.
And you go with your heart, your feelings and stuff. Like, give it a pause. Think about your next move, or think about what you're gonna do first.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I'm gonna use that one. Can I use the same one?
All right, here we go, guys. Here it comes.
All right, second place. Come on, Richard. Don't fuck this up this time. Who we got? Second place.
Second place is.
John P. Thornton.
What?
Yo, wait. John has no hair.
He got the hat and then he got
You know the dude that we were talking about? He had no hair.
All right, wait, hold up.
You're about to get
John,
a line up.
John, we love you.
there?
We would
John
love to
there?
give you that gift card, but would you mind us doing a little, like a third place?
No,
And
he's
then-
gonna have to pay for that shit again, no?
Well, no, sorry, I already got it.
Oh, okay.
Should we do it? So would you mind if we did a third place giveaway and we gave that card
Wait,
away?
I'm dead, bro. He's bald. He's gonna have a hat to cover it up.
Yeah, so yes, it's okay with us giving the gift card to someone else.
Hey, John, is
Yeah.
that okay? Let us know in the chat, man, if that's okay.
You can give it to his brother or something, huh?
That's true, actually. Yeah, if you got a friend or a brother, or if you want to give it to Richard.
Yo, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow us on Instagram. Follow I Am Josh on Instagram as well.
Everyone's like, re-roll.
Is he in there? Yeah, he is, right?
Yo,
Not in the chat?
I'm dead. I don't know,
Not
bro.
live anymore?
Nah, I don't see it.
Nah, he ain't. Re-roll.
Should we just re-roll? I mean, if he's not in the chat.
Not in the chat.
Nah, he's not in
All
the
right,
chat.
guys, re-roll.
Big John is not in the chat.
Countdown for 5.
4,
Going once,
3,
going twice,
2,
gone.
1.
All right, we're doing it again.
Sorry, Mr. John.
And
Wait,
Oh, wait, he's back. He answered. Oh, was it too late? He didn't come in time?
He's there?
He said, wait, he said what, Thais? just
Nah, just go.
re-roll.
Just go.
Yeah.
Re-roll.
And we're going to re-roll.
Who we got? This third place now?
No, it's still second place.
Second place.
Who's this? I'm pretty sure this is this Alan's girl?
No. This is
it
Puerto
is-
Rican girl. No. This is I think her name is Isabella. Isabella. I met her with. I know she lives in Puerto Rico.
Okay,
She
but
comes
hold
here
up.
sometimes. I partied with her a couple
So
times.
hold up. She got a comment in the chat. If she's not live, she can't win. So Isabel. I'm sorry if we're saying your name wrong. Give us a shout out on the chat real quick so we can make sure you got that dub.
Bro, she's so hot. She's beautiful.
Shoot your shot, boy. You
beautiful.
miss all the shots you don't take.
Shit, dude. She's the only reason I want to go to Puerto Rico.
John said that's a tall order for him. All right, she didn't say anything yet, so we're going on to the next, guys. We got to get this rolling.
Come on.
Sorry, he's hit up Eric though.
Eric's gonna have to go through someone I know.
Come on, her again.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
This took a bit harder than what we thought. Guys, the first giveaway we're doing.
Wow. Okay, guys. I promise you that giveaways are not gonna be like this.
We'll make sure we get it.
It won't take half of the podcast.
We appreciate you guys sticking out with us though.
Bro.
Here we go. This time it's gonna be legit.
All right.
It's just showing her.
All right. Fuck it.
John wins.
John wins.
Nah, hold up. Let's do this right.
Yeah, bro.
What the hell's good with this app, bro? And they made us pay too.
Literally.
Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Don't forget. Follow us on Instagram. Follow I Am Josh on Instagram. And To the top, boys.
Let's do it, man. We just want to give another shout out to Josh. Thank you for coming, man.
So
we
much,
appreciate
Josh,
you, bro.
man.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Valeu, meu filho.
Tamo junto sempre, cara. Hopefully we'll have you on again and we'll shoot the shit for some more stuff. You know, we talked a lot of
Hell
business
yeah,
today,
bro.
but we can get talk some more fun.
Yeah,
fun
bro. I
topics.
felt like we needed like 2-3 more hours. Just
Hell yeah, that went by so
just
fast.
to talk
If we
about
do
that.
it earlier.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
that's true, that's true.
That shit got too late, bro.
All
Honestly.
right, guys. So thank you guys for
so
showing
much.
up.
Yo, third episode. It's gonna be a
real
killer.
Quick, yeah, let me give a quick shout out real quick. We're gonna start previewing this a lot quicker, guys. I know we're putting out these preview interviews a little kind of late, but this next one, March 8th is International Women's Day, and we love our women, man. Without our women, we would not be where we are today. Josh literally talked about his wife being the whole pillar, his mom the pillar, her praying for him all the time. His sister, exactly. So women are very, very important in our lives, and our next episode is going to be dedicated to all our women out there. International Women's Day, and we're bringing on a super dope guest. Her name is Caro, and she's in a big industry. She's in the combat industry. She is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. She's lived in Dubai. She's done a lot of things, man, and she has some dope stories. And tune in, guys. We're gonna definitely keep you updated on everything, but that's gonna be March 9th in the next episode. We're gonna be interviewing a super cool woman.
Yeah. Let's go, boys.
Let's go, boys, to the top. Thank you, guys. We love you.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Josh. Let's go.
You guys.
Follow, reach.
So we'll keep the hat and the gift card to John Thorne, who was in the chat.
Yeah.
We'll just do it that way. And guys, next time we'll make sure we'll do that 100% more efficient and cleaner. And just taking a second to Josh, I wasn't here, but I want to just thank you, man, for this opportunity. Just have to pick your brain, man. And again, I'm pretty sure you helped a lot of people tonight too. And let's link up more times, man.
We'll do.
For real.
I'll
Pleasure.
give you my number.
Let's go.
Yo, let's take a photo, bro.
Hell yeah. And then with the gift card, just hit me up and I'll give you guys the code, whatever.
So, guys, you heard that. So, whenever we're gonna take care of that, just let us know, and then we'll go through Josh to make sure that happens.
Let's take a nice picture.